What I want is what you want to do. It's what you want to
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand on with the score. And your boy, right in the South man. Charges on the beat. To get your information. To be part of our discussion. School television.
School gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. School gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. School gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just go to school, you will know. If the kid preparing for salvation, just go to school. You want to get the news update, my brother, to school. You want to know what is happening, my brother, to school. Politicians want to make their decision, just go to school. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, go to school. Go to school. Go to school. You from Funjama, Maryland, to school. Go to school. If you get my president, my brother, go to school. You got a small TV, you got a small radio, go to school. Go to school. Rastafari. What I want? This what you want today. This what you want today. Yes,
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand on with the spoon. And your boy, right in the South man. Charges on the beat. To get your information. To the school, to be part of our discussion. School
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Fujima, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep my graduate, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today? Spoon TV. Yes, what you about today? Spoon TV. Spoon. Ba-da-ba-di-ba-di-ba. Skiddy-biddy-biddy-da-ba-do. Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment. Kua. Bese kua, go to there. Kua, go to there.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you're watching us from, it's good to be here again with another edition of your premier talk show in Liberia, the Spoon Talk. Wherever you are, please invite someone to watch or listen alongside you, because as usual, it promises to be very, 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 very interesting. So let's now go over to the team there to kick start the show. Hello there, James. James, you are muted.
Oh, my bad. Good evening, bro. How you doing?
I'm okay. How yourself?
We can't complain. You call money us.
Yeah, okay. That's good to know.
So we here waiting for the team to join us. They're going to be joining us in the coming minutes. So while we're waiting for them, what's trending?
Well, nothing much trending in Liberia on this Friday. Besides, the falling of a 40-feet container up Snapper Hill there on Broad Street in Monrovia. It happened early this afternoon, but thankfully, nobody was around. It did not happen in a densely populated area, and so thankfully it did not fall on anyone. Nobody was around. It just fell by itself, and we were given a tip off about that, and we went there to do the coverage. So it didn't fall on anybody. There was no casualty. There was no death. Unlike the similar incident of such that happened sometimes in 2017 April, in the densely populated slum community of Sonny Wayne, down Johnson Street in Monrovia, where two persons died instantly and several other persons got injured. And also, as you may know, James, the media spectrum of Liberia is bereaved. Sometimes in April, we heard the surprising news of the death of now Gome. He worked at the state broadcaster, ELBC. I mean, for me, it was just a couple of weeks after hearing his voice or listening to his newscast on ELBC that we got the information that he has given up the ghost. So today his corpse was removed from the funeral home, and a night of wakekeeping is expected to go on in Bangal over his remains this evening, and he's also expected to be laid to rest on tomorrow. But there have been other formalities, leading to his burial. I think the ELBC family sends open the book of condolence and all of that. And tomorrow he will be laid to rest. So obviously, a lot of media practitioners, a lot of journalists, including myself, will be in Banka tomorrow to lay our fallen colleague to rest.
Wow. May his soul rest in peace. A young man who had a very good time ahead of him, how to go the way he left. But anyway, that's life. May his soul rest in peace. Okay, the team will soon be here. So I'm sorry, I was in communication with my colleague to get something regarding the show. So regarding some of the trending issues, I did not get most of them. I'm sorry for that. So while we're waiting for the team, what is that trending issue that is taking the media by storm in Liberia? I know of the press conference that went on yesterday. Did you get any? I'm sorry if you ever talk about it. Did you get any update regarding the VP pick of Mr. Cummings?
No other update besides, um, you know, social media posts from some guys within the CPP and other guys outside the CPP. Some guys from the camp of the Unity Party, posting that the CPP standard bearer has tried, consulting with some prominent Liberians to serve as there's a feedback. Yeah. So accordingly, the CPP standard bearer has been, consulting with some prominent Liberians to serve as his running mate. But they have let him down. But those are just, reports that we are getting, unverified reports. But as to whether, it has been confirmed, his running mate has been confirmed, is something that I don't know. I just saw it from you, James. You posted it on your social media handle. I don't know how true it is.
About what?
About Lawrence being confirmed. You just said Lawrence, Cummings and Lawrence ticket confirmed. I don't know why you
did I register confirmed? Or you read that, or you part of the 20% Liberians who can read but they can't.
you said something like that. You said Cummings, Cummings and Lawrence ticket confirmed. I think you said something like that.
Go over it again.
Okay.
I know you to be a very good brother. You and I am on the 20%.
Okay. It was a question. it was
You know,
Kumi's
many Liberians
friend.
read our post,
Yeah,
but
it
they did
was.
now realize the question part of it.
Yeah, it was actually a question. But I
Mhm.
mean, it's something that we are looking over to for Alexander Cummings to announce his running mate very soon.
Yes, while we're waiting for the rest of the team, let's stick to that to just keep the audience here while we await for the rest of the team to come on. You know, I got information. That is why I asked that question because I have no authority to announce, and my source is not that close compared to JNB's source that I had, who told me that Yombly was out, Bon County was out, and Nima had question mark, which of course I had that authority to confirm on social media that GNB has finally picked Senator Kuhn at the time because I had a very close source who was doing everything possible to give me all of the necessary information. But that same source is also linked with, this Cummings VP pick. But he or she is not really getting what they were getting from the Yombly scam. They confirmed to me that there was a meeting. Yombly and Cummings met in Ghana. And yesterday meeting, they also confirmed that there was a meeting. And, Chairman said, yes, if Cummings wants to carry Yombly, he can go ahead and carry Yombly. But she's going to go as senator of Grand Bassa, not political leader of, Liberty Party.
So
And again,
are you saying Chairman Billington must agree before Cummings carries
no,
Yombly?
no, 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 no. He has no authority to agree before Cummings carry. He's only concerned about his political party, according to my source. He's only concerned about his political party. That Yombly is not the political leader of his party. So you cannot carry her as political leader of the Liberty Party, like the way we have Senator Jeremiah Kuhn as political leader of MDR.
Okay.
And that source also confirmed to me that Yombly team put on the table that the only way she will go, she should go as the head of Liberty Party. And in that meeting, Anto, Senator Dillon, and others were there. So that so again today told me that it's too close to call. That it is too close to call. The Yombly Cummings ticket is too close to call. That is one of the reasons why you see ANC supporters all on Facebook saying, "Don't deal, fix her too, fix her too." That's one of the reasons why you see them everywhere on Facebook saying that. So I cannot confirm, and I don't think I will ever confirm from that source until I have additional sources. But yes, I still trust he or she. I still trust that source, and it is working. But again, Yombly Cummings ticket, I'm asking. Let's see. And in the coming days, I think around the 13th, between the 10th and the 15th, Cummings should be announcing his running mate. That is, they will move to Nimba County. I'm told that where their convention is going to be. And at the end of that convention, a VP, a VP candidate to Mr. Alexander Cummings will be announced. That person will be announced there, and we will know who running. But several factors came
Yeah.
in
So
influenced
even
that.
myself,
Mhm.
yeah, I've been seeing some a post from some folks within the CPP on social media expressing optimism, of
Yeah.
the tendency or the possibility of Yombly Kanga Lawrence, going as a running mate to Mr. Alexander Cummings. But it's something, that a lot of political pundits, from the onset, doubted. Something a lot of political pundits, were so skeptical about. But again, that's
And
politics. In
and
politics,
as
and
we speak, let me just interrupt you a bit. As we speak, there is an ongoing meeting. As we speak, there is an ongoing meeting between the two teams. While the show
okay.
progresses, even if I'm in the back, I will keep updating the team regarding that meeting. I just got a text that yes, they are listening to the show. That currently there is reliable source. Currently there is an ongoing meeting. Yes. So go ahead, sir.
And I mean, it's going to mean a lot. I mean, for Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence, if and only if, she decides on going as a running mate to, Alexander Cummings. Some people, I mean, some people are going to consider her as, an ambitious person.
That's their
Just because
opinion.
she was not, selected as a candidate to the former vice president. So she decided to let him down. She decided to, declare her support or go as running mate, to the to Alexander Cummings. So people would take her to be, like an ambitious person, if that deal is actually made possible. But the CEO is
Yeah, CEO, welcome. To me, the party people should give us chance. They did not value the woman. Why are they so concerned about her going to Kumis?
And
Kumis
that's a
is not,
problem. And
Kumis
that's
is
a
not
problem.
adding value to what they did
Yagazi.
not value yesterday.
Yagazi. I tell
yeah,
you in
CEO.
Nima. Babwa.
Oh,
Oh, come
Either man. Iwa man.
on.
Well, is that true? They say Pabwa. Either man. Then you say Iwa man. What man you want to
No.
eat?
No.
So how do you say it?
It's Abwa.
Oh,
Hello.
Abwa. Abwa.
Ao. Then they respond. Yeah. The response is Ao. Ao is just like you responding hello. Somebody speak to you and say hi, and you say hello.
Yeah.
And they say where you coming. I think that ego man. You trying to say ego man
Ego
means
man.
where you. Yeah, ego man. Then you
My
can
man,
respond
they say
now.
either man. Then you say ego man. They say either man.
Either man.
Jay,
No,
you
that ego man.
muted, Jay.
Yeah,
So
either man.
they say Pabwa. Ao.
Either
Is that
man.
Mano? Is that Mano or Gio?
No, that's Gio. That's Gio.
That Gio. So Mano
Yeah.
will say what?
Mano will say Ito or Bavo.
Bavo.
Kuma, how are you?
Or Kuma.
Yeah, Kuma, how are you?
So the Gio will say Pabwa.
Yeah, the girl will say
Then you say Ao.
Ao.
Then I will say, but either man. Then you say which man, the fat man or the slim man? So let's try it.
For me, I don't see that ego man be very very, because that ego man is where you from, where you coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Pabwa, Ao, ego man. So we got to call. No. I'm not going to do this today. I really don't want to get myself in trouble. We're going to say Pabwa, Ao. Now who will call to eat a man? Because a lot of people eating all the men out there. Video, we're just joking. A lot of community thing eating all the men out there. So let's leave that one. Did I eat Jane? Plenty. Jane, what's up?
I'm okay.
But all our people from Nimba County will say Pabwa, and the manor will say what?
Katoe, Kaboe.
So our Basso, Bemoe.
No, for Bazo, I get that.
No, that Bemoe. Then crew will say Nwana Adewa. Then Loma will say Etwae. No, Pele will say Etwae. Yeah, you're right. Yatwa. Yeah, Yatwa. So remember, we gotta learn this thing, man. We gotta.
Then Loma will say Yana.
Yeah, yeah. And then what
Why?
the Kisi will say what? No, but the Kisi will say, Boyatio.
It's far from it.
No, my man, hold on. Let me do my thing back. I won't get myself in trouble. I like trouble always. So the Kisi will say, Boyatio, dance we were. Boyatio, dance we were. Is that true? I got people that can understand. Hey, people can understand. Rata Busekwara. Or chicken soup factory, that where you come from. Boyatio, dance we were. Boyatio, dance we were. I mean, you better stop that. That's how we starting the show today. Yeah, we want no trouble. How can I say? Oh, somebody speaking Gisi.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Somebody saying CEO is not true. Gisi say esse. Oh, esse.
Yes,
you're right.
the person right. Isse.
Yeah, esse.
Tama Isse.
Yeah, Tamba isse. Fire isse. The women will be Kumba Isse. Somebody said dogs with dry rest. The dry dog now. The dry dog. Man, animal control people will get very with you. Stop talking about animal. We get 2 dogs in the yard. One is Ranger and one is what? Rambo? What your dog's name? Yakezi?
Rocket. The Rocket and Rambo.
Rocket and Rambo. We want to say Standard Sando, greeting to you and everybody following us today. The folks are coming. I'm not alone on the show. I'm just starting the show to warm things up. But wherever you may find yourself right now, what data you speak, we want you to speak your language for just 5 seconds. Greet your fellow men and tell them, say, Liberia will be redeemed. No matter what people say, Liberia will be redeemed. If Liberia has not yet been redeemed, but if you think that Liberia is okay right now, you can say Liberia is okay. Yakazi, we're going to open the phone line. Let's talk to our people. We got a beautiful show today, by the way. We're going to discuss the meeting of Yombli Kanga Lawrence group with the Musa Ability group. They had a very, very unique meeting that lasted for 2 minutes. One of the fastest, quickest meeting ever. Musa Ability. Oh, what my paper? Oh, no.
Your people are chilly.
Musa took my paper. No. You know what happened? Musa took my paper. Are you kidding me? Musa took my note for today. So, Lord have mercy. Musa took my paper for today. I can't believe it. Because they had a meeting and I took note. James, you don't want to talk my paper, right?
Don't make Musa jump on the show by force.
Musa took my paper. Somebody call Musa Berete, please. He took my paper. T. Mas Blambo. My sister, you forget my birthday, but I know that's fine. T. Mas Blambo, you forget my birthday, but I know why. You know, when the center cannot hold again, any more things falls apart. That's the thing. But let's go to our program for today. The folks are coming on. Welcome somebody. It's going to be interesting. We got Exhibit 2 of the Jefferson Koji Press statement, address that he made along with Councilor Arthur Johnson. We got a lot of information coming your way. We want to say, tell somebody. We got recordings. We got files. We got documents. We'll be sharing it with you. Every day, we do it bit by bit. It is important because it's over 30 different exhibits.
That's okay? 1 month.
We got to tell you the truth. We gave you a little bit yesterday. We're going to give you a little bit today. Very interesting. Those exhibits are interesting. The recording, the files, the document. You know, just know what your government is doing and through whom your government is working. Today, the government, some folks within the government had a meeting concerning what we display and what was said. Listen to Jefferson Koji press conference. It's interesting. And then listen to our own show. It's very, very interesting. We have this document that was given to us by the police director, or whether he resigned or not, I don't know. They call him Tom Gallo. He shared those documents, and the recordings are there. The documents. This gentleman, I met him once. He asked me, for help. I said I don't have money, but I will look around. A couple of my friends will help you. He got 2 egg, and he said he got a lot of document on Jefferson Koji, on MCC, and on the government. He talked about Sea Breeze. Some of you know Caesar Breeze, Sea Breeze. I really don't know all of these folks, but these documents are there. And, the information from how you call it, Israel, the information when they were in Spain, when they was in Belgium. He used to travel with Jefferson Koji. I care less, but we just have to reveal the truth to you. Nothing but the truth, so help us God. So we will be playing those exhibits. It is important for us. We'll be playing those exhibits. Now, I want us to get out because I see Al Hassan Fadiga now, the man that will call me to correct me every day. Stanton, you should have said this, you shouldn't have said that. I said, okay, I said this. You got that's why I like that. I like that. I supporting JMB. He say he's supporting JMB. I have nobody I'm supporting. I'm the only independent on the show. Fagon supporting JMB, Fadiga supporting JMB, Dr. Richardson supporting Cummings, Iremi Gray supporting Cummings, Salamatu supporting Cummings, Eugene Fagon supporting JMB. I don't know who Leo supporting. And
Alva, we are odd number.
Ava Togba supporting Cummings, and who's supporting CDC? That's the question. Who on the show supporting CDC? Maybe I'm supporting CDC. Who knows? Maybe I am. Who knows? You got to call your folks and let them know. But it is why it is. I'm supporting Liberia. The Liberian people, they're the one I'm supporting. You are there listening to us. Pa Johnny, Pa Flumbo, you. I will die for you. I will risk everything for you because you need to know the truth, nothing but the truth. I'm supporting you, Mark Pana. Ome Floma are supporting you. Ome Peter are supporting you. Deconti are supporting you. Woody are supporting you. Everybody, all the 15 counties, you the Liberian people, I'm supporting you. They can say what they want to say, but you need to know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Oh, help us, God. I got no face to fry in it all. Cummings can win election. I'll be happy. Joseph Waka can win election. I will be happy. Jovia, if you're putting back there, that's fine. It's your business, but at least I've said the truth. This time you got to speak. You got to be free. Don't let nobody restrain you. Don't let nobody hold you down. Speak and be free. Friends may come, they may go, but speak the truth. Our government, the Republic of Liberia, will know the truth. The days of guns and bullets are over. There will be no guns. There will be no civil war. We pray to God every day. But we will fight the political war. And we will tell the Liberian people the truth. You can have your side. I have the Liberian people's side. You can have your CDC. I have Liberia. You can have UP. I have Liberia. You can have ANC or CPP. I have Liberia. Because Liberia must win. Folks, Liberia must win. We, the young people in our country, not going back to guns, not going back to the bullets. The democratic process will continue. We will hold the leaders feet to the fire. We will tell them the truth because they need to know the truth. The Bible says, sanctify them truth by truth, that words is truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set thee free. So Liberians need to know the truth for the truth to set them free. Okay, this platform is for you, my fellow Liberians. Make use of it. Make use of it. Liberia will decide this election. So today, before I recognize Fadika and Iremi Gray and the rest of the folks joining us, we're going to be talking about Yombly Kanga Lawrence, her team, because Yombly wasn't in the meeting. Her team met the Musa Bedete team. We will talk about that. We're going to talk about the way forward about Yombly and comments. Folks are saying it will not work. With a big question mark, why should it work? And I'm happy that having Ava coming on. Remy Grace here, Dr. Richardson, she's very, very busy. Probably she would join us. And I hope to have Salamatu and Fagon. And we're going to talk about this issue that is happening in the country every day.
every day. When last you have gotten paid? Those of you that are working. Have you gotten paid? Civil servant, have you gotten paid? It's important to know that you work, you should get paid. You work, you should get paid. Have you gotten paid? What's Samuel Toa telling you? People say, oh, you talk too much about Samuel Toa. He's a finance minister. We got to talk about him. If you don't talk about him, then I don't know what we're doing. You know, we have to talk about him. We got to talk about Samuel Toa. He's the finance minister. It's important for us to know this. We got nothing against him, but we just got to talk about him. So let's talk about Samuel Toa. Okay? Let's talk about Samuel Toa. People say, oh, that Jefferson Koji. It's okay. We have to talk about Jefferson Koji. We are all young people. We got to fight the political war, but we got to set the record straight. So I want to say thank you for joining us, share our program. We're going to start this thing. It's 4:36, 8:36 in Liberia, 4:36 Eastern Time here in the United States. I want to welcome Al Hussein Fadika. Al Hussein, you go first, my brother. Welcome to the Spoon Talk.
Thank you, man. Welcome by. It's nice to be back. I see our folks here. Want to welcome to our many listeners in the diaspora and in Liberia. This is the nation #1 platform, and we do what we do best. We inform the public. I like that jingle. Go to Spoon, get, you know, one of the things that gets stuck in your head. But what's on my mind? So many things on my mind. One of the thing that preoccupied my mind before coming to the show was this Yombri deal. And the hypocrisy with the ANC folks, because I won't say CPP, I'll say ANC folks. I was thinking, going back to a couple of posts. Look, these are a group of individuals that strive on moral, and the rest of us that choose not to support the guy, we tend to not have any moral. And you see them going around. Let me tell you one fun. My older sister sent me a long 8.5 by 11 pages telling me, hey, you know, she's a strong Cummings supporter. But at least that's family. They were attacking you and something. And when I saw that Cummings, in an act of desperation, is going after Nyombri, the first thing that came to mind, these people came for nothing. Look, these are the same people that were telling us that what they did to Cummings. In fact, they didn't see what they did to this man. They took him to court. They lied on him. I keep telling them, this is politics. People will say the worst thing about one another. In America, politicians say the worst thing. But when it comes down to election, these people go and canvass behind the candidate. Instead of it happy every day in the West, a country that we tend to emulate. These people, they do not want to hear nothing. Oh, then you see, I heard Mariah say, I heard people crow. Everybody, that was the biggest thing. I said, fuck about this man, what happened to him? That was just a little bruise. Worse things have happened. And you know, if this is not like animated, you're not animated to the person because of what you say. People say things all the time. Oh no, it's the same argument these guys are making with Prince Johnson. Oh no, warlord. The Nyombri case shows the hypocrisy with our folks in the ANC. Because these people, a few months ago, Nyombri was the worst human being ever. They didn't want to deal with her. In fact, they were so spiteful, and anybody that supported Nyombri, you are irrelevant. You don't have any moral. Fast forward, Cummings is struggling, and the struggling, and in a desperate act to save his political career, is going behind Nyombri. Now, all those things that were prerequisite to anything, they are off the table. What do you stand for?
Wow. Fadika, I will hold you. Fadika, I will hold you with strong disagreement. But I like for the ANC CPP man to join me. So finish up, Fadika. We will still have the clock, though Ava is not on yet. But remember, we still got that clock. 2 minutes.
We'll still get the clock. Let me say this. So when I see these people, I see a group of people that want to get power at all costs, but at the same time telling us, hey, no, you guys too desperate. Who's desperate yet? If you want to keep your principle, say you want quality vote, keep your principle. Why are you going after this lady that denigrated your guy in your own word? Why are you going after this lady that went to court, dragged your man to court, followed people and disorganized the CPP, something that you could not even compromise on? Now you guys are going there. And the worst thing, I will close on it. The worst thing this says about Cummings is that Cummings, you have to bring the lion's share to the table as a political candidate. If you are a political leader, come to the table with the bigger share. Don't be
you are spending a lot of bad blood around here. Listen, the people talking
I'm
about
just being
opposition
honest.
unity. No, Fadiga, I would disagree with you because and listen, we ain't started to show you we get into argument, and I love it. I would disagree with you, but I'm not CPP supporter. I am not UP supporter. I'm for the Liberian people, so I will let you guys carry on. You remain great though. Seriously, Fadiga going to talk to Cummings like that? He going to say Cummings is desperate? Fadiga is not running that campaign? That don't even talk to Yombly, don't get close to Yombly? Have we come to that place yet in our political life that Fadiga Al Hussein? Oh my God, you got to say something here, man.
Well, good day, gentlemen. Good day to our viewers. And it's Friday, of course. So Fadiga is already in the hype. So he's going to be getting out there. And interestingly, after everything, we always have a spot to meet, Fadiga and I. So, and we're the best of guys. There's a family in the United States. I think a husband and a wife.
James Carville, I think.
It just shows that politics is a contact sport. You sort of it can touch you, and our Liberian politics sometimes is touchy. But by and large, it just shows how very mature Cummings is. A guy who will not hold bad blood. We hear about some politician who it would take you 35 years, they would tell you one day how grudgy they've been, how they've been holding stuff inside. The heart is so tender. When you overload it, sometimes it tends to crash. And there's a reason why some people heart, sort of crashing. But that's not even the fact about it. If you want to unite our country, you have to have that forgiving spirit. The Bible talks about 40 times 40. You tell me, you the biblical guy. You understand?
Forget
Now,
70 times 7, 490.
Yes, my brother. So imagine if you can hold something that occur with you in the course of a dispute. You understand? And this is time now to throw the gobble or the flour in or the towel in. And then you still going there to go develop. But imagine you have an entire country. And I can tell you, last time I checked, we still have politicians who have not been loved by majority of our people. But you know what? The best way to build up friendship is to put aside the past and try to work with those you have to work with, whether or not you'll see eye to eye on the issue. And this is exactly where Cummings is. If people think that, and I believe that the fear, I can just sense the fear of the other side, that if Yombly and Cummings were to see eye to eye, people will start, they're already shaky. And it's one of those things you can't have your cake, my brother, and eat it. She was not worthy enough to be a vice president because probably she's not from a vote-rich county. Her tribe is not a vote-rich tribe. So you've done the map. That was a many, minor more. You take this, you lose. You take this, you win. You take this, you. Remember that stuff, man, back in the days. So you've take this, leave us to take this and take that. That's how politics is. At the end of the day, look, I want to see Yombly really getting with Cummings. That makes the match even.
Thank you.
Stronger, my
Folks,
brother. That's what we're
thank
looking
you
for.
very much. I rather don't like this other person I'm going to. Seriously, I just don't like Fagon. But I have to go to him because he's one of the panelists on the show. I have to. So, folks, you're Eugene Fagon, your former Deputy Minister of Information and Public Related or something, Press and Public Related, something. President George Manawe giving Dr. George Manawe after 3.5 years, fire him. Actually, it was 2 years, so they fired him and they brought him back, or maybe suspended him and brought him back. And finally, they fire him, and say, go, we don't need you. And now he causing more damage than ever. So let's bring in the Honorable Eugene Lame Fagon.
What Remy Gray was saying, you tell them one you win, you tell them one you lost. Who see it? Are 3 cards. You hold one rare, and the other one can be slightly right over the other one. Then in your left hand, you got one. The one you show you in your palm, the one that's slightly over it, keep it there. But then you say, you tell that one, you show it to the person, you tell that one, you win. 3 times, you tell that one, you win. When you drop in it at the one that on top, you don't drop. Because the eye sees the one in the palm. Then you show the left hand. You tell that one, you lose. You tell that one, you lose. The person will definitely go for what they saw in the palm. You lost your man money plenty of time. They eat it free. You went home, they bill you that market for the money. But anyway, see the gentleman. I've asked a trap for him. Of all the candidates in the race, who is the best? What was the answer? Kumis.
I say you are the best.
No, you said Kumis was the best.
No, I say you are the best. But listen, you want to have that argument? You want to have that argument though? We can have the argument.
Debate for another day so I can scrap
exactly. Your 2 minutes is running out. I want you to have that debate with me, and we'll break things down.
Let me go to what Remy Gray was talking about. You know, Remy, I threw a talk to the city police director, and he said he would never forget it. The hunter was on his way to a Panwan pocket. The stranger went in the bush to defecate, saw the man Panwan pocket, clearing the man Panwan tree, drank the man Panwan, got drunk, and he fell down and broke his jaw, small pieces. The hunter, the farmer came to a Panwan, saw the man laying out, took the man's jaw, put it together, say, hold your jaw, let me look for a rope so that I can tie it over your head, under your chin like that, tie it, and carry you to town. If you didn't drink the man Panwan, you got drunk, nothing happy. Then guess what? The man said, hold it like this. Let me go find a rope so I can tie it. As the man tell him about to go, he said, you stay long, I will leave you. Your own job. Somebody won't help you, then say you stay long, I will leave it. That's what happening to the city police guy. But I'm going to come to this main question and to address what you said. Normally going to Kumis, and now the problem is not to circumcise the baboon. We got knife, a sharp like razor blade. But who will hold the baboon testicles? And the question. Then who will circumcise it? Here is Kumis, and normally situation from the CPP which you know about. Kumis is a political leader. Kumis goes ahead, works with ability. Let's agree, normally, we're not part of the lawsuit, but she's on the other side, right? But normally goes ahead, sit down. Kumis works with ability, put normally party in the CPP, combine it, carry it to neck, make it one. Normally goes to scream, oh, oh. But they say, you're not political leader again. Oh, but they say you suspended, I won't see you around the party again. All this happens under the eyes of Kumis. But in the deeper part of it, the Bassa people are angry. Now, the Bassa
Oh, man, I gotta go back. Don't waste our time, man.
Wait.
No, we got agenda. You wasting our time, man.
Okay, wait, I will finish.
Yeah.
The Bassa say, you give our party to Belete, you and belong. We not forgave you. But you know what happened? We were staying with you for the time being. But then the passport stood with her. And till them. The passport accused them of selling the party to Belete. Now with all the things, they expel you from the leadership, they suspend you, they do everything to you. As the passport say now, because something happened between you and JB, you take the party now, you give it to Belete again. They post
On that note.
On that note. To the meeting?
On that note.
How is she going,
ladies and gentlemen,
going by as a political leader or as a senator?
On that note, folks, we got to tell you exactly what's happening. And just for the record, though, we have information. There was a meeting. Can somebody send this to Azeva? Every day he asks me for a link. I told you, I'll send him the link. Let me ask the people, you guys really want Azeva to come on the show tonight? He said, no, ANC man. Let's keep it in the back, right? I need only 5 people to say no, and we can keep Azeva in the back. If you want Azeva to come on tonight, I need only 5 no. I got one, my man. If the people say no, that no. The people answer you. If the people say no, that no. Because let me tell you the bad thing I meant did. He said a chief of staff. He said a chief of staff to commies. Then he wrote a bad book on Joe. Then he can't on ourselves and cost us. So you want him back? Yes or no? Oh, the people say yes. Let me send him the link. Send him the link. The people say yes. Y'all know we got to mess with everybody. It's a Friday, the beautiful Friday, and we're going to have fun tonight. But it's very important for us to say this to you. Yomblikanga Lawrence, she's the queen on the chessboard right now. Say what you want to say. Yomblikanga Lawrence, she's the queen. If you can play chess, you will understand what I'm telling you. Let me go to checker. If you can play checker, you understand what they call kanji? Nobody know that but me, because I beat Fagon checker 3 times. I'm the best checker player. If you can play cards,
so you get BB
chess. Let me do my talking now. But you leave me, man. My man, we get a video. Send a video to James. You didn't have time. I can go. You get a video. You show the video today on your show. Send a video to James.
I'll be the kitty between you and that man.
But let me finish talking. I will give Eugene Fagon 5C and game can win. That how be Eugene Fagon. If you can play card, you look for your trump card, which is the black spade. A. Let me tell you something. It's important.
I hold the joker in my hand. They man talking about black.
My man, I joker talking about, man. Hold on, man. All depend the card game you play.
When I play spade, if I used to tell my buy and play.
But don't interrupt me. Who know about kanji? Go to Newton.4. Rabbi Jad or Sharp. I'll make that man to give me a check of both.
One speech I need to okay. You win. You know I can say you win.
You know what? They may want to distract us. My man, but don't distract. Let me get it for the news. Let me talking Tawata. No. I beg you. I get it right. I send it to James. James, please get it set up for us. Let me tell you why I beat the plenty talking man in check.
You know the funny thing about it? Y'all will see all they see on the board how you can do it. Nothing.
So let me say this to y'all, right?
Nothing move.
Yomblikanga Lawrence, Mr. Cummings drove to our house. Let's lay the story up now. For your own radio, then I am a listen and listen well. Mr. Cummings, Louis Brown, Councilor Bape, all of them. Mount Teresa, Mr. Cummings' wife. I love to call her Mount Teresa because I Oma.
But all
of them. Yeah, that her name, but I put mine there. All of them drove to our house to beg Yombly. Yombly, we need you to be our VP candidate.
Correction.
This way you see, the vote to vote. Thank you, Basso. If I say her house, Buchanan, please. Yeah. Buchanan, not the one at Monrovia. This Remy Great man, you see, he don't know about CPP. He don't know about the activities at the moment. No, I told him. Okay. They drove to Buchanan. When they drove to Buchanan, though, guess what happened? Yombly gave them a condition. Yombly said, I hear you. You want water? They say, we okay. You want something to eat? They say, we okay. What you come for? I'm saying exactly. Louis Brown spoke Basel. Be more. I can say
I
the rest
want
of
to
it.
go the penny.
I want to boy, ne penny, oh, everything. And from there, comments came in. I need to have a unified CPP. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because my EAP went up. So comments came in and said, I need to have a unified CPP, da. But you know who was missing at that meeting? Musa Beriti. He was in Nimba. Then somebody said, but where is Musa? They said, oh, it was in the best interest of Musa. We asked him not to come. Yombly lay her condition. I want us to have a meeting, one. But I also want these are my demand. Yombly is not speaking about Yombly now. She's speaking about her team. All of you guys are asking for about the Jefferson Koji clip. We'll play it. We promise you guys we got 3 different files to play for you tonight. Stay tuned. And everything was said, everything was done. Yombly say Musa Hassan Berete should return the old constitution to NDC. 2, Musa Hassan Berete and Martin Kulai should give me the respect as political leader and they should step down. 3, we should have a meeting. That was Yombly condition. Yeah, they will come and say, well, Stanton don't know what he's saying here and there, but we're coming to the fact now. We're coming there. Everything we say is true. Those were the condition. They shook hands, they left. The meeting was called yesterday. And some of you guys that don't know that, but the ANC and the CPP, these are how they operate. The meeting was called yesterday, and in the meeting yesterday, Yombly said, I am not going to sit in a meeting with Musa Berete and Martin Kohler and the rest of them. So I am not going to attend that meeting. That meeting was held in Monrovia. The meeting was held in the meeting was Hans Bashu, Daniel Sando, the Musa team and the Yombly team came together. Daniel Sando, Hans Bashu, Musa Berete, Charlene Bronsky, Benjamin Senvi, Daniel Smith, all of them, and some other people. They were in the meeting. I'm saying that, you ask them. That's the truth. The meeting lasted for a little over 2 minutes. A little over 2 minutes. Why were it so abrupt? Then what happened was that Yombly didn't attend the meeting. When they asked Yombly, why didn't you attend the meeting? Yombly said, I will not sit with Musa, Daniel Sando, and Charlene to discuss anything about being VP to Mr. Cummings. They can sit with my team, but I will not sit in that meeting. Fadiga, I want you to understand, because when you talk this thing, people say it's a joke. After they had a quick meeting and they reached to Musa Berete said, this is my demand. And this is very important now. Listen, this is very important. Musa Berete said, I can only accept Yombly as a VP to Mr. Cummings if you guys take Yombly as a senator, Yombly, not a political leader to Liberty Party. That's the ground. Charlene Bronsky, Musa Berete, Daniel Sando, and some other folks, that's the ground and the decision. For the guy, Musa Berete say, I can only accept your take Yombly as Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence, but not as political leader to Liberty Party. Have you read the book in Labrador? They say when the center cannot hold, what happened? I think it's Chini Chunundu. What's the guy name? Unmute yourself.
Team Florida Apartment, Chinua Chidi.
Team Florida Apartment. When the center cannot hold, and right there, the meeting was over. Things fell apart. Right there. confusion broke out. So listen, guys. Today, Yombli Kanga Lawrence was scheduled to meet with the leadership of Unity Party, but they postponed that to tomorrow. And we gave you information after that meeting. And who called for that meeting? Yombli called for the meeting to meet the leadership of Unity Party. The leadership means the chairman, Reverend Tape, Amos Twe, the Secretary General, and all the leadership, not Joseph Boakai. So I reach it to you guys. Our people want people. You think this will ever happen? Do you think there will ever be Alexander Cummings and Yombli Kanga Lawrence ticket with what you have heard? I have the text message and I wrote it down. It's just not looking good. I cannot say what I want to say because I spoke to one of the key players and I don't like to discuss our conversation. Do you think if you give me your 2 minutes conversation tonight, there will ever be a Yombli Kanga Lawrence, Mr. Cummings ticket? And then we'll talk about the Darius DeLong issue. Because Darius DeLong have a fish to fry in this one, but Darius DeLong is working like Nicodemus. Or the man that wash his hands and say, I want no part in the death of Jesus Christ. But then he signed the paper and said, okay, we'll talk about that. Fadiga, your 2 minutes, my brother. Just on this issue, we're going to take it step by step.
Yeah, the thing is nothing is impossible in politics, but I don't see it happening. One thing I know for sure, and Musa, Mr. Billet is my good friend, and I know one thing for sure. Musa would never turn that party over to Yombri. The Unity Party, I don't care how they arrange it, but until they go, I'm not saying that they cannot go back in and make some other arrangement and settle the differences. I'm not saying that it's impossible. But oh no, if everything remains constant, Yombri would never go as the standard bearer of the Liberty Party. And I know for a fact because I know we got some sources close to those people that have confirmed with 100% degree of certainty that it is not going to happen. So, except the ANC folks or the CPP is waiting to take her as Senator Lawrence. The thing is, Yombri now has the bullet popping. Yombri now has some leverage. So she want to put all her cards on the table and get all or nothing. So she inserting the Liberty Party saga. This is a way to reclaim her throne. But I don't think it's going to happen because despite the fact that the ALP, the Liberty Party is within the CPP, I don't think Billet is willing to risk the party over her VPP. Another thing most people do not understand is people may believe that this is a slam dunk win for Cummings. It is disheartening. It is sad. I'm surprised that Cummings and the ANC still do not have anybody that they have to go back in Yombri at this time. I mean, it is his right. Yombri, for whatever reason, kudos to him for even reaching out. It got nothing to do with him being forgiving leader. No, this is a clear act of desperation that they say monkey giant eat pepper. This is his pepper he has to eat because his pathway to the presidency has shrunk. And all loopholes are closed. They were clearly going after Kuhn. When Kuhn left out of the race, now they have very few people to pick from. So they're trying to get that vital vote. But even that vital vote is not a guarantee because it's not a guarantee second round place because you have to have your own swag. You have to bring a lot more to the table than your VP. And Cummings cannot only rely on something because unlike Boakai and the UP that comes to this table with a huge constituent, Cummings want to rely on a VP. VP, people don't elect VP. People elect the president. And if the president cannot bring that swag, you will not get it from your VP. It is a, you know, you bring your swag, you add it over another swag, like Ambassador Boyka. He came in with his own swag. Now he got a Jeremiah Kuhn who's going to bring in another swag. That's a winnable ticket. So just to answer your question, nothing is impossible, but the term and condition that Senator Lawrence had laid out will never work, except she's willing to go as a senator. But all those demands that she are making will not be honored. And if that's the only precondition she have, then I don't think it's going to happen. If it's only based on that, it's not going to happen.
Thank you very much. You are great.
You know, my brother, this brings to memory when we used to go for peace conferences. We went to Yamoussoukro 1, 2, and 3. You know, when you're watching a movie, there is something called the plot. It's like nothing working. They eventually start dwindling down, start making sense. Where it is right now, nobody expected Yombly to just say, I accept the VP position. It would be too desperate to sound that way. Imagine this woman was just kicked to the curb after pledging loyalty and support to one person for almost 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, put in the position, in a situation where she was led to believe that she was going to be the one, raising her hand, standing together, people, you know, coming up with caption. Everything was moving smoothly. There was no indication that the old man would have let her down. But this was a woman who was just dashed aside because, quote unquote, she's now from either a vote-rich tribe or vote-rich county. But I can tell you, the Bassa people are everywhere. They too want to be president. I mean, this thing about pro temp. You want to tell me the Bassa people are only good for pro temp? I mean, look at our Councillor Bromskin. He was a pro temp. Bezonga Finley. What is this thing about pro temp? You think these people don't want to be vice president and president too? Hey, man. So you dash her aside because you think the other county has more vote. Now you're running behind her, now to accept somebody is dignifying her yet. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, the woman will see the fact that she's been dignified. Let's not forget that it was her who left for the VP position. That's how she left her party. She abandoned her party and ran over to VP Burkhardt.
Can I give you another 30 seconds because I need to ask you a question?
Yes. So
no, just finish, man. I shouldn't just finish up. I shouldn't raise up.
My brother, Yombly has to show, you understand, some swag. She's not just gonna say I accept. I mean, imagine, man, you are just kicked by another guy that you love so much. You're just gonna go and agree with not the guy who are chasing after you. Just show up and say, you see, I warned you before. Now you are being let down. And then she would say, okay, that's an act of desperation. But let me tell you, to say Cummings don't have his own number, go back to 2017. It was not Solonte who gave him that number. There was something about him that gave him 112,000 votes. But let's not forget, the recent CPP election, my brother, Cummings was chaired. You saw the amount of wins? It didn't come just by accident.
Thank you. Thank you. If I go on, because the next conversation before we leave the Yombly thing, there's a three-way going right now in Grand Bassa, Yombly Kanga Lawrence, Western Guy Family, and Charlene Bronskin. Consider the fact that even if Cummings carry Yombly Kanga Lawrence, what become of Charlene and Western Guy? Remember, let me add this caveat.
Why are you spoiling the team for? The people thought, let me tell them you bring a new one now.
Okay, go ahead, Tom, man.
If you bring a new one, how about who will be sweet?
Go ahead, finish them. Take them home.
Man, stand up, man. So now you get sporty. Then two people talk. They're sweet and coming put down. You want to bring a new one? Then it will carry all sweet.
Finish them.
See my brother Iremi. You throw that woman away, then the man want dignify. See people that how many parties Remy? And I too. Liberty Party, and ANC. The whole two party. You kick the woman usher on the other side, that one woman. The two party, you not see any human beings. Also, you're coming for straight out on people too. What happened to the people that stay with you the whole 1 year and a half? Amen. They work with Kumis. Mariah was there. Tato Francine and Salima to them. Kumis not see them. What am I trying to say? You have two political parties making up the CPP. You see anybody there. All the people that work with you and help you, you see them. You go back to JMB Doro to go to JMB Doro. You see how they life not fair? But here is what I got to say. Nobly has a gamble to take. Hear me and hear me well. After everything that happened, if Nobly goes with Kumis and they don't win, and JMB goes to the second round, I can assure you they will support JMB. But Nobly's career will end. Unfortunately, on a sad note. Here is why we're looking at right now. Give me one country that you know, like JMB is to Lofa, and Kun is to Nimba. Cummins is to what? You see it? And if you want to take Nobly for the Basel vote, get on what happened with Bility and how they cheated Nobly. Let me be fair. JMB cheated Nobly bar. Bility cheated Nobly bar. That could be the argument of the bar person. But then you say that you say, who owned a bar? Because the old man went to Nobly bar. The old man went to Basel. The old man consulted and talked with the people. Has Bility said he took the people party? Has he ever voted into Basel? Even Cummins drove his car to go to Basel. Bility still refused to go. You know what they call honor and dignity for the Basel man? So at the end of the day, can Nobly deliver the whole of Basel? I can tell you no. If Nobly only won Bezonga by 2,000 votes.
So, Fagon, I will start with you on this one.
And I can tell you,
because you're asking question record, Fagon, pause. Let me start with you. The argument, the second big argument, and Liberians need to hear this. The Basel people need to hear this. Fagon, to you. Nobly beat Bezonga family.
Yeah, about 2,000 votes.
Nobly never sat there. She campaigned for Janitor Kape. Janitor Kape beat Bezonga family again. 2 times. 2 times. Bob Luck. The family and the Kanga. Understand that. Here comes Charlene Bronski. They don't say if you can only
wait. Why don't Jonathan Kape be Bezonga? Why don't Jonathan Kape? That person who get that news channel go say that somewhere.
No. Listen. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That Nobly beat the man.
Nobly beat Bezonga.
Yeah.
Nobly beat Bezonga. But let me come. Thank you for that. Let me come real quick. The Charlene Bronski, correct? The Charlene Bronski that we're talking about. Charlene Bronski is the daughter of the late Councillor Charles Walker Bronski. We know that. Who said Charlene on? They don't say, if you want us to campaign for you to walk from Moserado to Buchanan, just for your business, do the right thing. Bad blood between Nobly and Charlene Bronski. You know why? Who can tell me why? Seriously. You know
I will not use my mouth to chew your pepper.
Now, then keep your mouth. You will not chew the pepper.
No,
but you know what's happening right now? They said because of Charlene Bronski and because of Bezonga family, telling JMB, said, JMB, if you carry Nobly as VP, she can now deliver Basel to you and will not support you. Fadiga, yeah? And because of that, JMB didn't carry Yombly. So right now, you know what playing? The radio station in Grand Bassa, you know what playing? Everything is playing against Charlene Bronski. Everything. It was because of Charlene Bronski, JMB didn't carry Yombly.
What do you tell all statement from
wait, man. Wait, that way I can share Martina with you.
Yeah, but I know.
They said it was because. Remember, let me talk about. They say let's say I'm for the Liberian people. I'm for political party.
You said come that the best are your man.
Okay, then I your business. Take it to the bank. Fadiga. They say it was because of those comments made.
Oh, he said they say against him.
Okay, my man, I can give you my sources, but I will kick the guy off the show today. Oh, seriously. Because my sources said to me, because of what Charlene Bronski said and what Besonga said, Yombly can never forgive them. So Yombly cannot be in the same room with Charlene Bronski.
But she can play the ball, she will not be in the same room because the normal just keep growing. No,
she cannot be in the room with Benedict. She cannot be in the room with Daniel Sando. She cannot be in the room with Charlene Bronski.
What may you come for Daniel Sando, that the woman's son and chief of staff?
But what a guy, man. But stop confusing me, man.
I don't be suspecting the man today, I know.
But I tell the guy off the show, man. I try to make confuse me, man. What kind of man is so? Yeah, man. We'll mute this guy. But listen, so Fadiga, take it from there, my brother. Take it from there, Fadiga. This woman is getting crazy rough. The meeting lasted for less than 2 minutes, right? No hair, no tea. She refused to go to the meeting. And respect to Yombly Kanga, she's right. You kick her out of the party. You kick her out of CPP. Why are you backing her? Now, what is at stake? The VP also putting
they say that side and making them laugh too well, my man.
I think what Cummings and the ANC try to do with Yombly.
Don't do this to me.
They try to do what they call in business hostile takeover. They try to do a hostile takeover with that whole Liberty Party. It went with one segment, the ability segment, and Yombly went on the other side. The one thing I want to get out of the way. Ambassador Bueka had, it's even, you see, we got a horse about no problem, you will not destroy all year today.
The man need water phone. You know water phone?
No problem.
The far enemy of Ninja.
Yes. This is the beer coming off today.
So you look like your brother Eugene Namwe. Keep it.
Eugene Namwe that ugly like that. You say I look like him?
Oh Lord.
You're embarrassing the people, man. Look, all
right, as I was saying,
you sour.
Mr. Ambassador Bueka had 3 or 4 candidates. Can you imagine that? You know that you are a front runner when you have a minefield of candidates to choose for. This man had literally 3 or 4 people trooping after him. Prominent people. Say what you say about Costa. I don't like the guy, but I'm a man. We'll throw job, But he had all these people to choose from, to canvas from. He had to choose one. With what was dangling over Nyombre's head in the Supreme Court and all those different things she had to deal with, there was no way any political party would have chosen her, even if that broke her. So that actually put a dent. Oh yeah, you can put a clock on. I was saying, no problem. You give me more time. So with that,
yeah, because the man going 30 seconds, man.
The ANC people were not selling me on the show today. So Ambassador Bueka had a minefield to choose from, and he made the right choice. We could clearly see that the ANC and the CPP were going after Kun. It didn't work. Now they are left in the open, stranded, scrambling for the remnant. My advice to Senator Kanga Lawrence is you have your future ahead of you. Do not play this political game, because what I think Nyombide is trying to do right now is to muscle her way back to the chairmanship or political leadership in the LPP. She want to put all on the table. But what I do know is that despite the fact that these guys are in a collaboration the ANC under the chairmanship of Musa Bility is not willing to risk that party over Mr. Cummings' quest for the presidency. I don't think that merger is that strong enough.
Go, my man. Your time up, man. That's because they make it extra time.
I got for the phone.
No. Your time up, man. They may give you extra time, man. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Fadika. It's very important for folks to understand this. You got Yombly. I'm hearing, and please, I stand to be corrected, Fadiga. I know Fagon here, he's going to start yelling again. I'm hearing that Mr. Cummings and CPP offering Yombly a VP seat, right? With making our vice president. Musa Benete say carry her as senator. Her requests and demands are on the table. They are still talking, apart from all joke. What UP offering Yombly? And it will be shocking to you guys. I am hearing UP offering Yombly, you will be our campaign chair lady. Right? You will be our campaign chair lady, and we can guarantee you, if we win this election, you will be the pro tem. What will be your 30-second advice to Yombly based on those two offers? Liberia people know exactly now what is at stake. You talk to us.
My Basa sister, take the deal. This is a golden deal. I mean, this is a deal from
Take the deal from which end? From which end?
The Senate pro tempore. Let me tell you something. That is a sure deal. Let me tell you something. The Cummings team, can Cummings win an election? That's the first question Senator Lauren needs to ask. Even with you on the Cummings or the ANC ticket, can you win an election? Why roll the dice and gamble when you have a sure path? I would take that risk.
We got a lot of story. Thank you very much, Fadika. Irami Gray, campaign chair lady, pro tem from UP or VP? Real quick.
You know, Yomda is a wise woman. If she has not learned a lesson that certain people don't keep promises, I feel for her. Let her fall for this again. You know, you can be fooled once, but twice, man, you're an idiot. The thing about it is this. To say Cummings does not have people to go with him, man, who does not want to be vice president? It's bigger than even the chairman of Microsoft. That opportunity given to you to be vice president. You understand? Right now, you appear like somebody is not winning to certain people. But you know what? Politics, there's a ground game that people don't understand. That politics is not only won in the public opinion court. There are people working seriously somewhere that can determine, even when people, I told you about the deep state. But if I were Yombly, I would not fall for any uncertainty. Firstly, the president don't determine who becomes head of the pro tem. It's a group of senators that come together and they will and deal there and determine. And let me tell you something. These people are so heartless to the point where they will look at this girl, this woman, for what she has done all throughout her life. She knows her political career. She was disgraced. Now, even if she chooses to go VP and let's say Cummings didn't win.
Disgraced by whom? Disgraced by whom?
You will not interrupt the man, please. We'll move on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Irami.
The woman was disgraced. The fact that she abandoned her party just to become VP. All this year she went behind you. You dash her. You owe one at least. Even if she does not win with Cummings. You owe that one year, that favor to say, you know what, Yomi, I let you down before bygone be bygone. Come via
Irami, we got to go. I got to bring in Azivad, then on this conversation, Eugene will take us home. Mr. Toba, welcome again. Thank you for joining us in the absence of Dr. Richardson. The offer from UP today, I heard right, seriously, say what you want to say, that she could be and the campaign chair for the party, and also the pro tem position. She could be a pro tem tomorrow. You are muted. Can you unmute? So talk to us. You just coming in. You have exactly 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, with the whole issue of the choice for Yombly. That's a no-brainer. The positives for Yombly to go and be back with her party, be able to build something whole again, be able to be whatever you say they're offering her now, because everything you say is hypothetical. We don't know what the situation is, right? So to be able to go and be vice president with Mr. Alex Cummings, how can you turn that down to come and work with, Prince Johnson, who came on this platform, this very platform? You say who embarrassed her? Forget about the VP not selecting her because of his choice. But you think the embarrassment that Prince Johnson brought to her, that friendly embarrassment, Eugene, you, for you to ask who embarrassed her? He insulted a woman, he embarrassed her with a question. So is she going to that hornet's nest? It's up to her to do that. But I think she's in a good seat. She's not up for election as a senator. Her position is secure. So she can make a choice. And to me, the logical choice is to actually go with Mr. Cummings, because there's a multiple of factors there for her. Okay. The bond is already there with the Liberty Party. She was, attracted to the other side. I don't want to say induced, because she was looking at the vice presidency, but obviously she was led along to some extent. You can't tell me there wasn't some discussion about her being vice president to the former vice president Boyka, and she would have went and divided her party and be a part of it. No. And the whole thing is, if it was okay with the Unity Party people when they were saying, oh, Mr. Cummings should just forget about everything and come and be vice president to Joseph Boyka. Now they say Yombly will not forget about anything, whatever happened. To some people, Yombly wrong Mr. Cummings. And some of them say, oh, but Mr. Cummings is at a higher level of thinking. Mr. Cummings is
so
not
real quick, I will give you another 15 seconds.
Right.
Audience, can you also say Mr. Cummings wrong, Yombly?
In what respect? You gotta tell me. I was there for the case.
You wrong Mr. Cummings, and you didn't give me anything to show that.
At the time.
So I'm asking you now. Can you also say that Mr. Cummings wrong? We catch you by your words. You said to some people, Yombly wrong Mr. Cummings.
And obviously to the people who support Yombly, Mr. Cummings wrong her.
Thank you. So we quiet that.
It goes both ways. But
I just want you to be fair.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My 15 second on that. That's what I'm saying. When people are trying to think at a higher level and reconcile and do certain things, they can't put everything in the public. They got to let some things go. And maybe that's what is happening in this particular situation. So, let how your dribble with your...
Remember, 15 seconds, we're not saying the clock, but you pass your 15 seconds.
Can I say one question?
No, we'll come back to you. After you do, we'll come back. You ask your question, brother. Minister Fagon. Listen, they're giving a woman pro temp. They're going to give her chair, if it is true, for the campaign. They're going to present the position statement. From the Yombly camp, we got the Steve Zago problem in Lofa. I want to say this right. Steve Zago either run as an independent or Unity Party withdraw Galapa Katima. Of course, which Unity Party is willing to do. I'm speaking as Stanton, not the chairman for Unity Party. They will say, Steve Zago run. We will not feed any candidate in because you've been supporting Joseph Yema Boyka. Look at the seat. Even the seat of this young man, Mo Ali. Yombly got her candidate running for that seat as well. Okay? They will probably give it. Look what happened in Buchanan. All these little things. Joseph Yema Boyka can sit and say, give Yombly what she wants. Can Alexander Cummings do that for Yombly to take her as a VP? Talk to me, Honorable Fagon.
First of all, the answer is no. Cummings got nothing to give Yombly. You who asked the question, before I answer you who asked the question, what can Cummings give Yombly? Nothing. Now, I said talk about the disgracer in the party. Who disgraced who? Because it was just recently that Barker said, I'm not taking you, I'm taking Jeremiah Kuhn. Notwithstanding, when you go back to Bility and Cummings, a political leader is suspended in broad daylight. A political leader is removed as a political leader. A political leader is dragged to neck and subsequently to quote, a political leader is ignored, a party is stolen from her, and they're gone. They come back showing no remorse. Neither do they offer an apology. And Cummins goes to Buchanan without taking Billety with him. Billety comes back and says, Astagfirullah, meaning God forbid. Though if you will start from 2, you must start from 2. What do you take 52 from? No. You know what I do? The man put it on one.
No, it was on. I just never show it. It was on. You know how long you talk for?
The man put it on one. I think that dropped
see people know how to figure everything. The man figure your clock.
Hold on.
The man figure your clock.
That briefing on this side here.
The man when I'm talking, the man hasn't been talking for more than 1 minute.
Oh, man, you figure the man time out.
Look, you know what? I don't mind. I will get you 5 minutes here because
I just see the team.
Nothing of substance you can get to.
The man you are empty. The man that for 1 minute. The
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Eugene. What's my step,
all right,
man?
so we see a situation, and I said it here the other day. Cummins, to show leadership means ability. We gotta go talk to this woman. If anything, you are the culprit. You are the mastermind. You are the bad guy. I can be the one in front. But he goes there. Billety comes by and says, Astagfirullah, you will never go there as political leader. Okay, fair enough. Now, we don't vote for vice president, Isaac. We vote for president.
I told you that before.
If JMB is to Lofa, Kun is to Nimba, Nyomli is to Basa, Cummins is to nothing. In Basa, that vote is split. And with Bum goes with JMB. Nyomli must, in order, take a decision and be sure about it. The reason why I don't want to say Nyomli go this way, my mouth in failing the people in power. I am an opposition. I will not support opposition way. But I can say this. If Nyomli takes a decision, it should be the right decision. Because if Nyomli loses under a Cummins ticket, she will never, I use that word, and I don't use it lightly, she will never return to Liberty Party. Because what happened?
25 seconds. Let me ask you a question on your 25 seconds.
25 seconds right there.
Yes, then we gave you another 10 because I'm asking you the question before we go to Fadika. There's another elephant in the room. It may not be the mother elephant, but that's the first born. The daughter of Councilor Charles Walker Brodsky. She and Nyomli in beef. Nyomli person is in the race that Charlene Brodsky is in. Do you think Mr. Cummins called a deal and say, Charlene Brodsky step aside? You think that can work?
Before you ask the question, who is Cummins to Charlene? Is Charlene in Cummins' camp?
The reason why I asked, you saw Charlene at Cummins' address to the nation. She was present.
That's what I'm saying.
The reason why I asked, hold on now, Charlene is part of either the Billety camp. Of course, we can say that because in the meeting yesterday, she was on the Billety side.
Okay.
It's not Una Musa Hassan Billety now. It's the Charlene Brodsky and Nyomli. What's the comments? Talk to me with your 25 seconds, sir.
If I go by your statement and not fall for your gimmick, that Charlene is on the side of Cummins, it means that if Nyomli goes, she has to compromise with Charlene. Is there beef over in the party? No. Are they speaking to each other? No. That's why I said Cummins need to talk to other people. But if she goes on Brakasa, it doesn't matter. Charlene will win anyways. And I can tell you, I will endorse her, regardless of the side.
I believe that just to get it straight, at the meeting, Charlene was there as the
I said Charlene will win.
But remember now, 3 Sundays ago, Joseph Yima Boyka was in Buchanan, visited 8 churches, and every one of the visit, Charlene was on Joseph Yima Boyka's side. I just want to get it straight.
Okay.
Fadika, yeah, go ahead.
No, let me finish.
Your time ran out.
No, you promised me.
No. That's why I made it 35 seconds.
35 seconds.
Seriously, 20 seconds plus 15 seconds. But man, don't hijack this show, man.
Get 35 seconds.
She run Unity Party out of respect for Charles Walker Bromskin and CPP. Out of respect, Charlene will be a compromise candidate. And at the end of the day, Unity Party will still win over half of the Bassa people.
Man, that's faulty reasoning, man. Let's go to Fadiga,
that reasoning, I gave you prediction. You know the difference between prediction and reasoning.
Let me say this.
I'm predicting that Charlene will win either ways. Either ways.
Fadiga, you're going to be the only one speaking on this issue. We got to go to the next conversation, please.
Nyombli has not endorsed Charlene yet, publicly at least. That is still being played out in Grand Bassa County. So people are waiting for her to do that. Another thing here is Nyombli not going to get what she wants. She wants a strong arm and use it to get her way. It's not going to happen. My advice to Nyombli is to go back to JMB, go back where she will be respected, to a show where she has show to get something. If she roll the dice and try to gamble this thing, she will lose. And I will leave it at that. And secondly, to answer your question, I'm surprised that the CPP owner, Mr. Cummings, is going now back to Charlie, to Nyombli, to beg her to be on her ticket. It shows that they do not have any play inside. Like Eugene said, so people don't vote for vice president. People vote for the president. And if the president is not coming on the table with the lion's share of the meat, they're going to have a very difficult time winning the election. As if you know it. And one of the things I will tell you, the Bassa people don't vote the other people. The Bassa people are very independent minded voters.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. That means they'll select the best person, right?
I don't know what best is relative. It's not about best. It's about
best. You always try to make it about something else. It is about best.
Our
people have to realize what's best for them. That's fundamental to these elections.
Talk at the people and tell them what best is.
No, we're not telling them. Let them make a decision.
Your Atlanta definition of best. Let me tell you, Mr. Tukwe, your Atlanta definition of best is not the same best as the people in Riverside or Grand Bassa County or Bikino or anywhere in
exactly.
It's not the same. They have different motivations.
Critical reasoning skills, and don't tell them about numbers, so they must run behind numbers.
Well, get it, man, China.
No, but you see, you eating my the ANC people.
No, you're not on time. You're not on time. The CEO get you special privilege. Are you the last word?
All right, let me end this question. We can get on the other side. So the Bassolians are independent-minded voters. So the thing that Nyombli will carry the one or this other person, the vote will be split. I know that JMB can guarantee double the vote that he got the last time if the registration process goes as something. Nima County will pull off more than look. I can guarantee you guys, and we can bet $1 a piece that Nima County, Jeremiah Kuhn, we garner more vote in Nima County this time around than even Prince Johnson. The young people of Nima are fired up. Nima County going to rally behind. So you got Lofa County, Nima County already racked out. Monserrado County, you all know. Urban area.
No, I think you should talk about United Party and NPP.
The United Party are talking about.
This conversation will keep going.
It's both.
I said,
we'll leave it at that because
guys, I beg you guys, please. We have to move on. It's enough.
Let's move on. Let's move.
But respect to Irami, let me give him 10 seconds. Irami, you were calling my name real quick.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think certain people within our Liberty Party owe it to Charlene Bromskin because we know politically what was the feeling between those people and the late Councillor Bromskin. At least to bring closure, they should not transfer that aggression to the late political leader's daughter. and I can see where that will unite that party.
Oh, real
There's
quick,
so much.
we gotta go real quick, Irami. Do you think what is going on between Charlene and Yombly right now in Buchanan? As folks begin to say that Charlene told JMB, if you choose Yombly as your VP, you will not win Basel. We will vote against you. Okay, that's the claim the Yombly people are making. That she told JMB, do not select Yombly because she have no weight in Basel. Do not select Yombly because you will lose, and we will not support you. If it is true that Charlene said that, you think Mr. Cummings able to pass that thing with Charlene and Yombly?
But this is the test that Mr. Cummings will have to face. That he's the unifier. Remember, he's the fixer. That guy will fix that thing. And it's just the beginning of the end. He's going to fix it. Definitely. This is a no-brainer for him. Somebody who has managed 80,000, a force of 80,000 people, definitely will manage it.
Thank you very much. I mean, we got to move on, folks. We have to move on. We want to say thank you very much. We'll be going to the Kochi exhibit and those files. Okay. I'm asking Eugene.
And I just want you to know that Steve Zago will be dumped. That's Unity Party. That's the MO. Trust me.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Fagon, don't say nothing, please. I see you trying to unmute yourself. Don't say anything. Let the man have the last word today, please. Okay. Let's move on to other issue though. The people are complaining in the country, and we'll keep the Koji file for lives. It's 542. We should be 942 in Liberia right now. The people are complaining that they have not received the pay, no salary, nothing. We want to open the phone line. Somebody just sent me a message and said, Stanton, Samuel Toy said he would do our salary as payment plan, SEPE, like they can call it. They would do their salary as payment plan. You know, they will give you $50 today, then you can, the following week, they give you $50. Have you heard of it before? That Samuel Toy want to do the salary as payment plan? But seriously, 4 months. People have not gotten paid. Let's talk a little bit about it. Open the phone line, then we can bring the Jefferson Koji leak audio file out, please. Fagon, let's start with you. Then we'll go to Mr. Tuba. 4 months, my man. What's in an election year? What's going on? People are eating dry bread. The bread said I'll get more on it. No pay. We'll open the phone line, they will tell you what's happening.
Well, the government is broke. And the reason why the government is broke is simple. The government outspent itself. The president put his hands too many places. You want to construct a road in Ganta, Rawafi Road, Lofa Road, ERWA Road. You want to be all over the place at the same time. But when the money came in for the project, the money was squandered or misappropriated or misapplied. Let's look at the road funds. They jumped inside Jobo. They took almost 25 mil, emptied the whole thing. What happened to the roads? They had to use that money for salary payments. You guys were here. If you had to use road fund money for salary payments, then what you use for the road? That means you got a D-hole to cover hole. In that instance now, you dug the hole and then you use the revenue to pay for the roads. When you did that, you could not go back to the road fund because nothing was there again to take from. So you remain empty. You went to the donors, but you made a huge mistake. You waived $14 million to an Indian company. So everybody you went to borrow money told you, but you're rich. You're very rich. You weigh 14 million and you can't ask us for 10 million. Something wrong with you? And it's been going on for a while. And I broke the news here with Tue and the president. This is the first time Tue has come to the spring meeting and went home empty-handed. He started in Ivory Coast and he got nothing. He came back home and the president has taken monies over $250,000 for just his car rental alone. He took money for the cabinet retreat in Buchanan. He took money for the trip to London, putting 2 hands backward. The US dollars is not, the foreign exchange is not flowing into the country. The 64 billion they printed, you saw how they're using it. You saw it with Speaker Chambers. But most of the salaries in the country, speaking from mine working in the government, is half Liberian dollar, half US dollar. You got a US dollar component. I mean, the Liberian dollar component. So where is the US dollar component? It's in short supply. They were depending on the 20 million that Biden pledged to the 6 countries. Where is this in limbo? So where are we right now? If you pay people, and as if I took my area here, if you don't pay people for 4 months, they don't spend, right, Azzy? And if they don't spend, you don't collect revenue, right, Azzy? And if you don't collect revenue, which is taxes, you cannot pay them again. So you see the cycle? So the people go in the market with a bill bar, nobody buying, nobody selling. The economy is dead. I say we elaborate further. So they don't have money to pay, and they don't have the US dollar. So everything now is set pay. We get you 1 month, 2 months from now, we get you 1 month. And the people are angry. And that's what you're witnessing happening in the country. The economic cycle is broken, and the people are left to suffer.
As of that, this is your area, though. This is getting, is seriously, it's very, very serious. Phone calls coming in, and it's crazy that the people have not gotten pay. Zero. As if today I woke up on CNN. They added 200 and some thousand jobs today. Unemployment fell to 3.4. On Joe Biden, or old man, unemployment fell to 3.4. You can say that's America, but they must give you the monthly job report and unemployment report. If people say it's like, except you are refusing out of work, okay? Except you want to stay home, but there's a job out there for you. For each American right now, you have 5 different kind of places you can work if you choose to. What's going on, as with our poor little country, Liberia? 5.2 million, if we agree with the estimate from Legis.
So let's just false number we can take it because it kind of aligns with some more estimate. It's about how they allocating the number that the problem. So let's put that one side. You say you just saw a report from the US labor statistics. Have you ever seen a report from our Ministry of Labor?
Yes.
And what did the report say?
They said two ball are 15 ball now in the laba video shop.
Look, everything is in the data. It's data. Data drives everything. We don't collect information. We don't share information. So a lot of the things we do is just in blindness. The decisions we make are blind decisions. Look, our economy has a lot of potential. Unfortunately, this government came with the intent to just steal, to just get rich. And starting from the door, that is what affected us. None of the investors, there were investors who came in early. You can probably attest to that. But because they wanted to extort money from the people, you invest 1 cent yet, you don't get 1 cent in return yet. But somebody who has nothing to do with your idea or your pursuit of your investment wants 15% of your company or 100,000, 200,000 upfront. How realistic is that? Only a corrupt company coming to really gouge your economy or your people and take advantage of them will do that. And we see that with Meta Steel. We saw that with Cesar Goa in the bombing now. They're trying to do the Western cluster again. So our economy is extremely stagnant. Nothing is rotating. We now wear all our borrowing opportunities. Look, the debt balance when Ellen left in 2018 was like about $800 million. We are 2-point-something billion right now. So where are we going with that huge debt? That's why whoever the next leader is cannot be somebody who cannot fix the economy. That's why the fixture is extremely attractive, especially the young people who think about the future, especially the government employees today who cannot get paid. It's important that we change this dynamic because it's clear that George Weah and his team cannot move our country forward, cannot handle it. And Mr. Boyka, unfortunately, will not have the international network, the gravitas, or be able to be believable to present an economic plan to anybody for them to say, yes, these are the high-level restrictions, these are the structural limitations we see here. This is what we can help you with. I mean, our country, yeah, they will not let you die, they will not let you go extinct, but they will not give you enough to move forward. But Mr. Cummings' network, his experience, and his ability to involve the private sector into the development efforts, I think Liberia has a future with him.
Isaac, sorry, not Isaac, but Fadika, 4 months. The folks, you can take this as a play, but saying that we will give you payment plan on your salary, I've never heard of this thing before.
No, but are you being honest for true? That what he said? Seriously?
My man, listen. So yes, my thing. Okay, before we do the show, I speak to people on a very serious note. Maybe Senator was joking around, but that's what they say he said. Okay, it's just crazy. And the payment plan they are talking about is like if I'm gonna say we pay you this month and we'll roll over to the next month to pay you another small money just like that because 4 months, Isaac,
that's too long.
We were eating dry bread and the bread got mold. But even with the bread having mold, the people still trying to eat it because they got to survive, Isaac. It's crazy. I mean, you said the government get huge revenue. You said money coming in. Money is in the country. You printed 64 billion Liberian dollars. The lawmakers say print it. You get some of the buffer trimmer to go distribute for election. You're hiring some under your bed. All the little money that coming in. What's Senator doing with it? I mean, government people not getting money. Fadika, this is getting to be on a scary territory, man. Fadika, talk to us.
Two things. I think these guys have already given up and they say, you know what, we'll just keep the battle ma and we'll run away with it when push comes to shove. But seriously, all what my good friend, how they call it, Samoa Wolokoli said. I think it was you that said it, that when Wolokoli said that the country is in a recession. Liberia is off. I want to say depression, but that would be only a extreme. But based on what we see, I would easily say it's in a recession. But Liberia is in a recession. And even if you don't believe Mr. Wolokoli, just look around the country. There is a significant decline in our economy. Let me tell you something. Our GDP has declined, employment declined, people not getting paid, trade, no foreign direct investment. Businesses are experiencing a sharp decrease in revenue. Besides entertainment center, where in Liberia making money? Where? Besides in the night, people just trying to drink the stress away. That's the only thing. So the country is officially and how did we get out of our recession? Government had to find a way to spend, infuse more cash so that the wheel of the economy can continue to spin. Because it goes like this: you pay people goes in the market, buy, and then that money that they buy, people go and buy from other people, and then that wheel of the economy keeps spinning. But if you find out that the money is concentrated with only in the Muyanos or the cartel or the sedition here, and is not circulating, then you know that we have a problem. And this is so for them to sit down and say, you know what, we're not going to pay people. I don't know what was smoking, but it must be that strong stuff from Jamaica, because you cannot take that risk, especially in an election year. The people want to protest. Look, Civil 7 will decide this election. Civil 7 will decide the election. They can threaten them. They can do what they want. But our people are angry, but they are also afraid. They are afraid to voice. So they are just waiting. And I know that your chance in your shot is at the bottom back. That is where they're going to show who has the power. And it will show in October. But we are in a recession. That's the only thing I can say. And the only way out of it, I don't think Stuart know how to get out of this. I don't think he knows. So we're just going to remain like this until probably they can deliver this to Omen Boyka and he will fix it, the rescuer. So we need someone that can rescue this nation. And I think Omen Boyka is standing on his on standby to help the Liberian people.
Thank you very much. Let me bring it. I beg you. I know I'm coming to you, Ibrahim, but that's something came to mind real quick. I want to ask about Tobado. Also, you know Samuel, you think he's tired? With the rumors that he put in his resignation, the president refused it. He came out and said that was a lie. Do you think Samuel reached to a stress level right now to say, listen, man, I'm done. I'm tired. Do you think so real quick, Isaac?
But he can remove himself from the incompetence that has been exhibited by two government economic policies, from the map up to to how they spread that money around, to this new money, to the lack of domestic revenue mobilization, to lack of any kind of sustainable policy, to totally ignoring the agriculture sector. I mean, look, the pro agenda for prosperity and development has some very good things in it. It's all about implementation. And Samuel Toy just lacks that in terms of implementing from a financial perspective, and as the chief financial officer for the country, ensuring that the funding for specific programs or other activities are spread right. I mean, how has the Liberian economy been diversified in any way to create jobs, to bring things? The low-hanging fruit, agriculture. You know how many times, look at people like Armstrong and other people who have intent. Where is there some level of semi mechanization farming? We don't give ideas to this government over and over. They just won't listen. They just don't want to do something. Do you know that we really have a lot of potential funding for agriculture sitting down, but they don't know how to implement it? They don't know how to use it wisely for it to impact the food security.
And the little one they gave Janet Cooper, the agriculture minister, the little one, if you want to include fisheries as well, the government reckon it as well. They're using it. You know, they are not applying those things to
the purpose, yes, for the internal purposes. They're not doing it.
So you're right. You're right.
You know, all this tabata we guys are talking here, I think this is a deliberate attempt by the government to strangulate the people. Their monies are in the system, but they're holding that for elections. What you saw Buffer Chamber doing is exactly what they're going to do. They'll strangulate the people and they attract them with little money here and there to win their votes. And in my opinion, this is a slashed salary we're talking about. We're not even talking about the whole that Madam Sirleaf used to pay. This is says half. And they have decided probably they will go about 4 or 5 months when the people are in dire strait. Then probably they'll come and give half. Just a little bit, just to tease the people and raise their hope. And then all the activities will be around their campaign. But, you know, Samuel Toure is not tired. Samuel Toure is not tired. Samuel Toure is hoping to even take this government when the time comes away from President Weah. That's the guy you see hoping to succeed President Weah. So they have the money. I can tell you between you and I, Samuel Toure and others have money. They could pay civil servant 3 months now, but they're not going to do it. I said maybe they want to take it and run away. Those people are not done yet. Those people are looking for more opportunities to strangulate the economy to the extent where people will only look up to them as the spending power. And then they will attract more voters. And I tell you what, you know what? When you're hungry, the guy that shows up, sometimes that's the guy you remember when you go into the poll. And this is what this is.
You know what, Fagon, if you say I'll believe it, thank you for sending me the message. Because when Asa is speaking, he doesn't put up the clock. You know,
I did.
He will put it, but he will bring it down. So you now observe, then he will recalibrate the seconds.
No, I don't do that.
How about Remy Gray? When Remy Gray speaking, he put it. You know the ANC people,
right?
Didn't I have it for Remy Gray just now with the 2 minutes?
Man,
No.
man,
Why are
man,
you making false accusations, bro?
man, don't do that, man.
No, but
Man,
okay,
I see 4
seriously.
minutes till that they put it down when Vito 1 minute 30 seconds he brought it up.
Seriously.
Okay, Alpha, build the clock to center.
We're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna run to the phone line, and we're gonna do the last conversation, which will be the Jefferson Files. Those leaked audios and exhibit we want to show you. Like we said, we cannot give you everything. A lot have been said out there. Listen, folks, we just got to share what we can share. What is given unto us as news, we will share it, and you decide. These are allegations, these are conversation, these are documents that was passed over, turned over. We have to share with you because you deserve it. You need to know. But we're going to open the phone line on the salary issue. On the salary issue, I want to ask you a direct question. Yekezi, Babwa, Yekezi, come on real quick, please. We want to open the phone line for you to tell us, have you gotten paid going to 4 months? Don't tell us your name, which ministry you work at. You can say it, but don't call your name. If you want to, it's up to you. Don't call your location except you want to, but just tell us, have you gotten paid? How many months have it been since you received a dime? Yekazi, good day. Who we got? Yekazi, show face now. Yekazi appeal. James, do we have him? Yekazi sleeping. Oh,
Yekazi dancing all around the screen.
the man sleeping. All
Are
right.
the man slow you?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yes, you snoring, man. But Yekazi, open the phone line. Just call the folks. Have they gotten paid? How long since they have gotten paid? What's going on? They can just give us the name of the ministry to work at if they choose to, not their own full name, because we need no problem. Okay? Open the phone line and let's just take few calls.
077771075 077771075 05551011075 are the numbers to put you through. Let's talk to this person.
Hello?
Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, I'm just calling from via here the
Yes, you don't have to call your name, but tell us, do you
have you gotten paid? If you're working for the government, have you gotten paid?
Yeah, I want to say that.
Have you been paid if you work with the government?
Yes. Well,
do you work with the government?
Yeah, but you're not being paid. Which one we taking in?
The contract. I'm a contractor.
Which are the ministry?
Yeah, we work with health ministry.
Okay.
But I want to speak to the CEO and Pavon.
We'll call you back. Let's take the next call. I'll be my friend. We will open the line for
Hello? Your name and where you join us from?
When I hear him, your
line is breaking up.
Is it okay?
Okay, much better. Let's hear you. No, your line is terrible. Let's talk to another person. Hello, hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Do you work with the government?
Oh.
Do you work with the government?
Sure. I'm working with the government.
Have you been paid?
No.
Which are the ministry you work with?
And you guys have to be careful because you're asking for people need. There are people who will call and you will not let
Okay. So you are not forced to call your name. Let's talk to another person.
Sure.
Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello, are you there? Hello?
I think they shouldn't have to call the name though.
Yeah,
hello?
Don't ask the name, Yekazi.
Okay. Do you work with the government?
I don't work for the government. I think my auntie works to Ministry of Health.
Okay.
And she worked to.
Do you know so whether she's been paid or not?
She works to Redemption Hospital. Up to 3 months now, she hasn't taken any pay yet.
Oh, okay. Thank you for calling. Let's talk to this other person. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
No name. Don't ask them for the name.
Your line is bad. Just shift a little bit and call us back. Hello.
Hello?
Let's hear you. Do you work with the government?
Yeah, I work with government.
Okay. Which are the ministry or agency?
I work with the National Police.
Okay. Have you been paid?
I got all my money, but now it's not owing me.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to this other person. Okay. Okay. We lost that person. Hello.
Hello?
Let's hear you. Do you work with the government?
Yeah, with transport.
Transport. Have you been paid?
No.
No. Okay. Thanks for calling. Hello. Your name and where you join us from? Hello.
Hello?
Do you work with the government? Let's hear you.
Well, I think almost 2 years ago, when I been here, when I began.
What?
Oh, the other man has spot the whole thing. I believe the other one. Let him explain that 2 years.
Let him
Who's the ministry or agency?
Hello?
Which?
I just want to tell you something.
Yeah.
All right. They found what they did, the humanization.
Okay.
All right. According to them,
Mm.
they did a humanization, they were doing period verification.
Mm.
The deal for case were plain blame and told me that the government was cutting money 100 needs on the payroll to put our own people on salary. When IAA said that would they see no for on you go. They lay the manager so when give a loan document more than 100 needs only as I told me and then they figure in my possession. You seen that time anytime we go to the ministry we say but no money you up now we still have the document.
But you're still working?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
So
for
how
calling.
he living? Let's ask him how he living.
Are you living?
What? I live by the grace of God. For me, I can do different job besides the education.
Oh, okay. You have other sources of income. Okay, thank you for calling. Okay, let's hear this person. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Let's hear you.
Okay.
Hello. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's hear another person. Your line
Can
is.
you take one more? Can you take one more, please?
Okay. Hello. Let's hear you.
Is it Spoon?
This is Spoon. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I work with the government.
Okay, which are the ministry?
I work with the criminal center welfare ministry.
Okay, let's try to take the last
But you
call.
gotta ask him whether he got paid. Say what with the ministry.
Okay, let's talk to this person. Hello.
Good street.
Okay, let's hear you. Let's hear you. Oh, yeah.
You get
it? Do you work with the government?
Absolutely work with the government. I'm an ardent follower.
You what?
I'm an ardent follower of
Have you been paid? Have you been paid? That's the question.
All right, we'll get him back. Him back, Yekezi. Thank you very much. Thank you, Yekezi. Just relax, Yekezi. We got a few more minutes to go. Don't sleep on us, please. We're backing you. Boy. Man. But thank you, Yekezi. Folks, but it's concerning though, Fagon. The majority, they have not gotten paid. We are saying these things, but is it true? Are you guys, Fagon and Ava, you're going to close us on this one? That they're waiting for June, July to start paying just to give that election mojo? UJ?
Yeah, it's a part of a strategy that we used some time ago when salaries were being delayed, and here is how that strategy works. What you want to do is the little you have, you don't want to piss the military up. You don't want to piss the police out. You don't want to piss the teachers. And you don't want to piss the healthcare workers. So those are your first 4 people you got to take care of first. Because if you don't, they're in large numbers, and when they come out, it can be bad. Plus, you don't want a doctor not working, do you? You don't want a policeman out on the street. You don't want the military disgruntled. That's the reason why they pay those people. Now, what you do now is that you create the atmosphere where, as there's a beautiful lady in your back view.
Come show your face, honey. Somebody already praising you how you're beautiful.
I just told my team, man, I said she's gorgeously beautiful.
No, no, it's not a meeting. We on a talk show, and the guy saw you in the background and said you're beautiful, and he wants you to show your face.
Do you see? You follow all kind of. Let's our team. Look at State of going in the part to laugh. and so what Twe is doing right now, I will tell you guys, it's a strategy. You take care of that group. You heard the police guy, they don't owe anything. Who wants to owe police and soil? Who wants to own doctors? Or doctors. So then what happens now is that the other people you will delay. Maybe you pay one other ministry, then the other people ask them, you're not pay, and they go like, I mean, you're unkami. But what you're looking for, we are in May. If June elapses and goes by, you got July 26th, you don't want to mess up. So the small you've been withholding, plus what will be added to it, you pause everything, you pay everybody for the July 26th, either 2 months or you get it at least 1 month on the verge of the July 26th. That's
but you still owe them. You will still owe them for a few more other months with that back, right?
Of course, and if you were to go to elections, like how we did in 2019, you would get flocked because everybody will vote against you. And so it's true. Oh, hey, let me say this. Remember the guy who said they owe him for 2 years? The village teachers in the villages and towns, they were told, you don't have village teacher looking. It's not that they are bad, they're educated. But who cares for them much? Unfortunately, not many people. So they're teaching out of love. Oh, we put you on the paycheck, we put you on the payroll, we put you on the payroll, harmonization account. It's 3 years plus. Most of them are not on the payroll. I can confirm that.
Thank you. Thank you. As to take us on this thing, because that's your era though. Private sector's doing well in Liberia, those that they're investing, at least they're paying somewhat. But the government itself, people saying we have not gotten paid. Somebody for 2 years. And if this is true, that the government going to wait till July 26th and start bringing up that money, we serve them right, though.
I think it's a flawed strategy because basically a lot of people may already be indebted to other people. They may owe people. So that money what they're getting is not going to last in their hand.
Do you want to call?
Huh?
Do you want to call?
Yeah, that's exactly that the whole prospect of the country. So at what point do we reach a steady state where people can say, yes, I got a foundation? And this government cannot like make that happen. It's not magical. It will not just appear. There's nothing you can just shake your cow tail or your magic wand and the economy change. No, it's a hard work. It's you understanding what's happening with the economy, you trying to plug the holes at the same time create something vibrant. Nobody trusts this government again for them to come in to say they're bringing major opportunities for us. Even the international agencies right now, they prefer to deal with NGO. And NGO relationships are not sustainable. We actually need things to get to the people, create opportunities for the people. And government being the biggest actor, economic actor in Liberia, if they can't get it right, they can't get it straight, the entire country is messed up. So until we can get a government that is aligned in terms of, paying people on time, in terms of tax collection, in terms of expanding the tax base. You said it yourself, Stanton. If people are not getting paid, their personal income taxes is zero. So they're not paying back to the government something to, recirculate. And if they can expand the economy and create more jobs, the tax base is slim. If nobody coming to invest, the tax base is slimmer. So we need something different. Either this government has to perform as a government, or they get out of the way, let somebody else come and do it and make a difference for the Liberian people.
What really annoys me quickly is the fact that, like 12, like all the other people, those people children are in school. That you can find a 1 cup of red pole or on the chikisu, but when your child is not in school, it can make anyone angry.
But usually, do you know how many people their child go to school one semester, the next semester then go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. There's
They gotta
so
hustle.
many of them.
They got
Some of the
hustle.
private schools, they really try to work with the parents.
And that's the reason why this whole harmonization thing was launched. Government said 580 million we paying. We doing for revenue. You know what? It's too much. We're gonna cut your pay. We're gonna bring you down. Only to raise revenue.
We have to
go to $780 million for a budget. Then why did you cut the people money?
So this is what we're going to do.
You increase prices and taxes. You don't do that.
And the Liberian people are listening, Fadika. We want to play some of the clips, the video we have. And we'll let it speak for itself, because for me, I'm just, I'm going to play it, and you guys can speak on it, decide what is what. The Liberian people want to hear it. These are some of the information that came. This first one is about the letter received. And look at the date. I want you guys to look at the date of this letter.
I saw that. Well, that's a different letter from our first letter?
Yeah, that the second one.
There's a different information we share because
that's the invoice.
These are
and that's the Israeli company, right?
Yeah, so
that's the invoice.
We want to put it up and take your time to read it. We'll go through it. What we have, we'll go through it. This is the first page, I believe. Jim, which one is the first page? Let's just go ahead. That's the last day, is the first page. Go ahead. But if you see this very clear, you will understand that what you are seeing, what you are looking at, before this young man was about to start recording, when he was asking for help, our fellow Liberian, this young man have given information to a lot of people. When we did a show yesterday, a lot of folks began to share these documents, and who he talked to. It's not my business to call names. It's not my business to tell you how to look at it, but it's for your own reading, and they say FYI. So you can do what you want to do. But these are the information, some of the information we got. Please listen. We are not in the business to attack anyone, not Jefferson Koji, not anyone. But these documents will speak for themselves. Okay? Don't be fooled. These documents will speak for themselves because we are in the news business. This can be the opposition, we would share it. This can be the imposition, we will share it. But the date on this invoice is January 22nd, 2023. If you look on the right hand side below the TAR, the symbol, Ava, you are seeing it, right? January 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, but the other previous one was like last year, right? When they were asking for.
Exactly. So we're gonna walk you through everything. And Fagon, can you please share in the chat room and also share with Ava, please, because they need to read it. So as you're saying, this is one TAR Idea Concept Limited. These are the requests that were made not by the government of Liberia, or you can say through the City Hall, Totman Boulevard, PO Box, say PO Box 9029, Singa Morovia, 1000 Liberia. Pro format invoice P123000002 original. Okay, you can find time, take the picture of it, our fellow Liberians, zoom on it, read it for yourself. The closing of this document, beneficiary name, TAR idea concept, address, SWIFT code, everything. These are some of the documents that Tom Gao, the police director at Morovia City Corporation, shared. And he shared a lot. I got nothing to say, but just share it with you, our fellow Liberians, because it's the best thing to do. You can decide what is what, which is which. We'll give it to you as you can see. Now, having said this, I think it's enough. We can take it down. We want to go to those audio. The reason why we make this last, we want to give you the time to discuss it and to draw your own conclusion. You know, I'm not going to beat anybody under the bus. I know what I have in my possession, over 30, and I know exactly what was shared out there. More than 30. I was surprised today that I have more information out there. I said 30 different documents, but more than 30. Folks began to send these things to me, and I was very shocked that the police director at MCC was sharing these very important information to everybody here in the United States and in Liberia. We're going to display another video. Let's take this down, James. We want to display this video. It's very important.
And that video was part of the guns that was brought in, and CB had given it to this guy, and we knew about that video last year. But then the recording will show that the guy in the video is the city police director, and another recording confirming who had given him the weapon. It's just so that we clarify that.
So before we do that, then let's play the audio, then we'll show the video of the gun. And I hope you guys have access to the audio.
I think the video should go first, then the audio will tell you.
I will listen without video.
I mean, what are you doing, Ava? I didn't get what you're trying to do.
I'm listening without video.
No, but we're about to play, Ava.
Oh no, it will not affect me. I will watch your video.
No. Except you want to go eat, that's fine. But nothing will affect you.
The man eating, now he won't show a face. You don't read it, man.
The thing he can do that one, he won't pull on me. Okay.
James, can
you
you?
Put that picture back.
We're running against standby.
For what? Your what?
No face cap can cover your hunger for 6 to 9 years.
Well, go eat.
A political message. James, can you play the video? Then we'll go to the audio, please. James?
See, yes. You on camera recording, you tell me how you get a weapon. How you got this weapon?
Well, he said, Eugene, you got the car for me?
Hey, you see exactly in happy? How you got this weapon? Illegal possession of.
No, I'm sorry, folks. Not this one, James. The audio. I want us to play the audio. We'll come to this because we have played this few weeks back. But let's play the audio.
Yeah, this is old.
You have it. Yeah.
No, but the audio will confirm what in that video. There's a question asked in the audio.
I want us to play the audio first because it will lay. Then we can play the video.
Yes.
Do you have the audio, James?
Yes, I have the audio.
Because I got issue. You remember when you send it to me? What did I tell you? And I said you want to report it to NS. Just stay away from some of these things. Then at the end of the day, you getting me, Obina? Stay away. You understand? Because I got issue. You remember when you send it to me? What did I tell you? And I said you want to report it to NSA, right? Yeah. And I even send you Samsung's number, right? Fine. So a C1 had to go and go to you are already giving a gun to Koji. So he see what went to Koji and pick up the gun to me. You see that? And Shiki Habe was people now coming to them were telling you. The first 2 men called Primola, I should report. I said, never tell Nancy I don't work for you. And you want to report, it should be on record. Send it to them, their communication. They be aware, you know, yeah. Don't come to the report, you probably they give me instruction. No. I don't see the police, I don't report it to you. Just verify you attended the Inspector General for Council, I don't report. So don't come in. They put it on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, my city on Facebook for this service. So I'm very scared. I said, tell us that they're listening. He said, they're listening. And they're going to go. I see. And why he the CBS calling you back to back for now? You know, I really understand your before. They said Shiki, and somebody called me yesterday. They said, but Shiki with sea breeze 24/7. So I even surprised. He said the man living with the man Shiki is living with sea breeze. See what breeze? Before the man had to die, the girl staying with sea breeze. The man does it. That's it. Man, to go there. Yeah, but why Shiki will be running around all the guns and see what breeze giving him no guns and running around with? That picking. You know, I NSA when I was there, Shiki took a gun for somebody once. Yeah. That noise came. The noise came. We thought. I think he was the same Siwa that came. But I didn't take notice that Siwa with him. You get it, man? Tell me you clear your side. You get it, me? You turn a gun over. You know what I was suspended and I see man told my head and they were really that I should come out because I'm married were in that I took that thing from Chile. Oh, the gun says that time. And if you tell the next time calling me, he myself when I'm talking. Oh, when you took the gun from Shiki, then he married you. He see what bring married you. Yeah. So my boss was spending him. So I put on him against me. Somebody said we call him my boss. Yeah. They talk about the view. Yeah. They call him Tepa. They don't Tepa. US citizen too, but yeah, you go by the state, but not say this. Yeah. It's really call him Tepa. They was saying, "I don't smoke for him. I'm going to go to the state." They go to the city. Yeah. The one can bring African food and things. Yeah. I'm not talking about. Hey, I see that by Liberia. Yeah, I was in Belgium. So not tobacco. So yeah. No, I said yeah. He said no, put it. You don't want to put it. He said put it. He said put it around. He said put it around. He said what between your siblings? I swear, man. He said what? For this one, carriage, and I was wanted to pass. He said the passport. I said that's what I'm messing with you. I said that's what I'm messing with you. The man ate you the hair. I said the man that's the he said I see. He said be careful with me now. The very thing here, you want to swap that. Yeah. You know I'm working back it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm very tired of it. I can talk more than that. In Ghana, I'm going to tell you that they really know me. Sure. I want to allow. Oh, yeah, man, that's it. Put it out there. Get to accommodate. They know my ways that you're going to get it free. And they know I'm moving. They're showing the bank account back room. My driver can account. Yeah. They keep on them a star. Don't tell them nice for you, man. I mean, just keep being vigilant. Yeah. Just be more tactical because you know right now you got there are more phone lines opening against you, especially Siwa. You know Siwa are dangerous guy. Very dangerous. Yeah. I mean, your wife is a prayerful person. Nothing the man will plan against you that will ever succeed. Trust me. Nothing will plan against you. Ooh, he did. See what? Oh, he got AR-15. Yeah. I got a lot of ratio with the friend in the ratio. When King was spoken like that. So that AR-15, I want to take that out. At the one, at the inside area, but AR-15. And the AR-15, where is it an American gun? The F4 about it. Yeah, the AR-15. They got it from America too, right? Probably the only thing I can't use in the gas tank, the captain. Okay. And that weapon for sea breeze too. Well, she can get my own. Yeah, she can get my own. Yeah. No way. When you really get a she bring passport, put your passport, get to my going now. Exactly. You can't doubt it because you know CB we CB probably
that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, James. Thank you. Let me ask you, Fagon. Then we'll bring Fadika in. It is important. We have the other audio will be playing likewise. Who is Seabreeze? The name Seabreeze. He called about Patrick Sudu. They called another person Shaki and AR-15. Now, Fadika, I want you to just take note of that. The AR-15. Understand what that gun is doing here in America. When you talk about mass, I mean, Itima, AR-15, understand what it's doing because it's very important for us to know that people are getting so angry with that type of gun here. But can you help us? Who is Seabreeze?
Seabreeze is an EPS officer. I mean, when I say one of the high hierarchy of the Executive Protective Service, President, we are closest security guy. He's one of the guys who came here, messed up, ran away, and as such, he cannot come back again. So, Seabreeze has been in every, whether it's with Koji, whether it's with those weapons, whether it's with the 203 men that were trained at Camp Sandy, where just anything you can think about. He's president. We are chief henchmen, closest to him. You can never find a picture without Seabreeze. Maybe I will find one later, but that's who Seabreeze is. And if you listen to the guy said, those were some of the weapons they use on OPS. OPS is a code word for operations. And he comes out to talk about the guys trying to waste him. You see, the city police director that is armed telling you how he dodges those guys. He one day get on motorbike, taxi, his car. Why is he afraid? Why would they want to take him out? Why was Seabreeze going to him? It's because of the weapons. And you heard him say the NSA was informed, but what happened? Koji was the one that took the weapons. Who gave the guy in the video the weapons? Seabreeze. Seabreeze got a weapon from Koji and gave it to Shiki. So you see how the weapons traveling around. Look at the quantity of weapons in the video. And that's why this guy, the MCC boss, police director, went after the weapon because the weapon was taken, given to Koji. Koji then allowed, not giving it to the NSA. Seabreeze took it, gave it to Shiki. MCC boss goes after Shiki. Look at the kind of weapons you saw in the invoice. They're not different. And the bottom line is he's speaking to issues that he knows about. And that's the key we take from there.
A couple of things here, Fadika, and we've been joined by Sheikh Sakor. We got all the document, but I will read this morning. A meeting was had. I can confirm to everyone this morning, some government officials have a meeting that was done this morning, including Akaris Gray, Jefferson Koji. They were reaching out to Legible Learning. I need to confirm whether Musa Din was in that meeting. And they decided to say, well, with this information they have, they should close down Spoon Network. They said they should close down Spoon Network because a wise man was in the room. I think they said they should wait for President George Manawia to see what they can do. These are the information. They seize all cell phone, no recording, nothing. Please put your cell phone in the basket. Akaris Gray said that. And they had a meeting this morning. So folks in the radio land, we are giving you information. We are not speaking hearsay. You listen to Tom Gao, the police director for MCC. He spilled the beans. He's speaking to a lot of folks. He himself speaking and giving out this information. How can you come to a credible network and say you are mad? Somebody must tell the news. And again, they had a meeting this morning. The meeting was done. Jefferson Koji was so angry with Minister Dean. All right. Our country is a country of law and discipline, and we stick to that principle. We can only give you these information and you decide. Alpha Dika. He talked about Sea Breeze. He talked about Shiki, Patrick Sudu, and this man.
Can I say something? 30 seconds.
Real quick. Go ahead.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. I'm telling you that, man. Thank you. Look, let me be clear. And that, just like I did today, I played their own video and everybody listen. Hey, that is, if even I have $1 million now, and that brother is willing to sell the truth for me, I will buy it and give it to the Liberian people. But that was not the case. And we prove it by their own tips. So if he wanted help, and we were offering him help, and he wanted to spill the beans, even if he decided to do it now, we'll still take it. Let me be clear. I will go for it.
Can you add
people
to
desire
that?
To know the truth.
And can you add to that, though this information are out? Did he reach out to you today, Fagon?
I will screenshot it and send it.
Please do. Please screenshot it and send it to James. Today, we can also announce that he reached out to Fagon, Tom, the police director, after everything was said yesterday, Fadika, and even the information that he gave him more. He reached out to Fagon again. But anyway, it's up to Fagon if you want to share those information. Fadika, talk to us.
I will tell the Liberian people exactly what I said to him, and you can put it on the screen. And I will say it because I'm a man of compassion. This guy is in trouble. I know what Koji and his goons can do. And I said it to him. I will send it to you. If he still needs my help, I am available. And if he still wants to talk, we will give him the opportunity.
Fagon, this Sea Breeze man, he got name. You said Sea Breeze, he ain't got real name.
Seaward Breeze.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Alpha Dika, go ahead. We got Sheik and we'll go down the line. Go ahead, Al.
When you get that guy, Fagon, can you do this for me? Ask him how did Jefferson Koji get that tip? And I will leave it at that. But what I'm seeing here, a lot of things here starting to make sense because few months earlier we saw that tip. Now that this video tip now trying to make sense. And the AR brain type of weapon, those are deadly weapons. I'm looking at the list here and I'm seeing sniper rifle. Look, these guys have
and they call the sniper rifle
in the container. So it's hard to know for me, I'm kind of walking the fine line here because as we try to piece this thing together, I don't want to appear stupid or I'm not a good propagandist. I'm from that school of thought. I believe that if we gather the information, we should put out facts. So I'm not. I don't really fall for the hype. I want the facts. And as you guys bring, like I'm listening to the audio. Nobody is not distorted. I'm listening to the audio, so that I know that those are credible information. Another thing again, we still need more information. I'm convinced that something dangerous is going on in our country. These guys are all for no good. We predicted this thing years ago. They will start to eliminate the opponent. We have seen that. We have seen a group going around mysteriously making people disappear. But this is a group of people that are desperate to hang on to power. They will do everything. They have become ruthless for power, and they will do everything. Look, we have seen this game before. Chancellor did it, but I don't even think Chancellor did it this way. This is worse than even Chancellor. What we are seeing is a carefully organized criminal syndicate that are doing everything to stay in power. If we are not mindful, I pray that our country do not degenerate or into civil war or spiral out of control, because a lot of people will not allow this to continue. And I think this is time for the international community to come in.
Thank you very much, James. Put this down. Let's go to Remy Gray. We are talking about the guns. We are talking about everything of that kind before we get to Sheik. This is AR-15 gun. Again, you should understand, Remy going to talk more about this just real quick in a minute. Remy?
Well, these are decommissioned military weapons. Decommissioned in the sense that the United States uses something called cabin. They've transitioned from those kind of first generation, second generation weapon. That's why they're so prevalent in America. They call it AR, automatic rifle. But that's why we used to talk about the M16 Remember M15, M16 in Liberia? Those weapons all fall within that class. But let us go back and look at some of the mixture of individuals we're talking about. Seward, Seward, Seward Briggs, Brrggs, and other officials in this government. For the sake of the Spoon Network, probably will not call all the names, but these were the very individual, along with Jefferson Koji. These were the individual that hung around with. Oh, that was cool.
Jeff finished 1 minute finished, but Jeff just
Yeah,
close it.
but these were the individuals that hung around with Chucky Taylor, and they said Seward Briggs used to be the generator guy at Charles Taylor's house when they used to be on the Boulevard. But it just tells you that this is a regrouping of people who hung around Chucky Taylor. That's what makes this particular group of individuals so dangerous. Dangerous not in the sense that they were in the government before, but in the sense that what they did that even landed Chucky Taylor in jail would be a replay of what we're coming to see right now. Now that they've come in close to power, and I can tell you, all these guys are in the NSA there. I got a whole list of them. Those guys are the ones that will really wreak havoc in our system, and it's something scary. That's all I can say. But I'm still trying to piece this thing together. There's recording here and there. Again, I'll ask a very beautiful question. Was somebody playing double agent here? Is that how the other people got the recording? And how do we know that people is not playing somebody here? Pretending that they want to hear from you, and at the same time they want to hear from the other side, and then at the end of the day, we just make things appear like we're just making things up against certain people. Nothing really is going on.
But again, so Irami, thank you very much. You are hearing Tom's voice. Say what you want to say. This is damning. It's detrimental to the health of the government. Say anything you want to say. Whether he talking two sides of his mouth whatsoever. Nobody can say what he is saying, because you either be part of that society to tell the people outside what's going on behind closed door. And Ava, before we get to Sheikh, now you're getting this information. It's making sense to folks now. It's coming up. Look at the document. Everything that you guys done ordering from TAR, that company, and everything, every information that is out there, I can confirm to you. Tom today called and he texted Eugene again. Not only Eugene. I always said this. Hello, what's up? Sorry, just seeing your text. Are you still here? If you still need my help, I will be available. That Eugene saying it to him. He said, yes, Chief. That's Tom. Tom is Particle. That's the name he gave himself. So Tom said, yes, Chief. I'm still in Philly. So now we know that Tom is still in Philadelphia. Then Eugene says, then he said, well, so how can you help me when you have already started? You want talisman? You want to say talisman my name maybe on your show about me?
Tarnishing me.
Yeah, tarnishing me. He said talisman. So he said, you just said, despite the audio tape Koji is running around, which is bogus, if you still need our help, we will help you. As we promised, and you must tell the world the truth about what you know. Simple. Now, beside this text message you guys are reading, you just reach out to another individual again, asking for help. What tell you, Ava? A man is between a rock and a hard place. Nobody putting finger in his throat, but that's the situation the brother finds himself in.
So, and again, I would like to say, I, Eugene Fagon, I worked in the government. I escaped with the help of God for my life. If Spectacle needs our help, he will get my help. All I ask for him is tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You will get my help, so help me God.
Thank you, Isaac.
Okay, so I'm wondering, because obviously this individual gave some information to Koji then too. So, under what context did he give the audio to Koji them? Was he giving it in terms of playing, agent for whoever on this side that, kind of controlling him or that he was sharing with? Or
from reliable source, the guy had family under surveillance. And that's what they're using to extract.
Okay.
And that again cannot be confirmed,
It
Isaac.
cannot be confirmed.
Because this information here with his behavior right now, like you
mean,
said,
if the surveillance part is expected because they don't want them to leave, they want to have something over him, obviously. Because what I see, I don't know, is like he provided that information and supposedly those tapes he sent are doctored. So whether it was doctored before he sent it or a doctor when it got there to them, because Alex is claiming that same tape, there's different information.
The tape was doctored. If you listen to the tape, it was doctored.
Right.
You and me can't be talking like that, and all of a sudden you bring yesterday conversation right in between. That I showed today. And the conversation you saw today, I was on live at 1:39. You will look at the time over there. I told people to remember the time. That's when we were chatting as I was speaking to the Liberian people today.
Right. So this guy, I mean, he may be sharing like real information, but like hopefully, like what Eugene saying, that he tells the truth. Because what was his initial, objective? Was it to really leave that situation, come clean, and try to save Liberia, quote unquote, save Liberia? Or was he trying to garner some specific, interest from Koji? But then the relationship started from the valley, because according to you, while he was driving valley to the border, and I still want to know whether valley I had what do you call it, inside or not on that trip.
There's another audio where you will hear him say, and thank God Sako is here. You will hear Sako. Why is valley?
I think Sako will make sense to a lot of these things.
What I'm saying is,
he said he don't know. He have not seen him ever since.
What I'm trying to say, either way, the information being shared is very damaging to the government. And I don't know who took the inventory of these weapons that were seized and how aligned it is with that list of weapons that on that TAR inventory list.
Yeah.
Huh?
The company list, the invoice.
Right, the company list. So there's just so many things that has to be put together. And already with this news out here, I'm surprised that law enforcement in Liberia has not come out and made a statement. Or to say,
I can interrupt you because this meeting was confirmed now to me. They just sent me that Musa Dane was in a meeting at Carlos Grade, how you call him, MCC mayor, how you call him, Jefferson Koji. They were all in a meeting this morning as they discussed the close down spoon, but they discussed also this audio, the leaked audio tapes and clips. All right, and this discussed spoon. They're closing down the spoon by somebody said they're waiting for President. We are, but of course, it's not my concern. But like you said, I think the Attorney General of the country, Musa Dane, the national security individual, whosoever they're Pearson, right? Those people now need to come around, and they got to sort this thing out.
Well, question.
Yeah. In
I would say they need to add the Minister of Defense because obviously there's a cache of weapons in different cells already existing in the country that they need to investigate. Because these guys cannot be doing this stuff without list and them owing up about $160,000, nearly $200,000. That's a lot of stuff. So who know what other company they were dealing with? What other weapons they were bringing in?
There's another recording where he's saying
he went to Spain. I will say this to you in the meeting today. I will say, and we'll play those clips later. We don't have time to play everything. But in the meeting today, Johnson Koji was extremely mad at Musa Dane. He was extremely mad.
For what?
Okay? Because this thing coming out, and they want Musa Dane because he's the caretaker of the government right now. To order legible when you say shut down spoon. But like I will always say, the individual.
Excuse me, do you know why he was mad?
That's what I'm asking.
The thing that the president said to Koji today, I can't say it on air, but the president chewed him up because there is another audio that the president heard from us where he is heard saying the president is little guessing. You heard it too, right?
We were, yeah, how you're talking about, yeah.
Everybody confirmed to the president that yes, that's the guy. That's his voice on all of the audio. The president called Jefferson and told him, you see the mess you have created? Putting weight.
We got to close because the CEO, Madam Titikana, is watching her clock. We got to close. Sheikh, I know we're going to have you tomorrow. You got to get home, my man. You love the road too much. I will call my sister and tell my sister, say,
the man trying to rebuild after they took all the man assets.
Something else they got doing on that road, by. We know, by. Let the man go home, man. You will drive for 2 months straight, but good to see you on the show, my brother. Talk to us, man. This new audio coming up. What's going on?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Stand-On. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you, Fagon. Thank you, Remy Gray. Thank you, Alvar. And hey, Hussein, what's up?
Well,
anyway, I mean,
they got somebody posting here named Darling Wowood. The man said he police officer, but his boss man, who the chief police officer at the Ministry of Justice, he said the man can investigate Koji.
But there's an audio that corroborates what the man said.
But that audio Alpha, when you check that audio Alpha, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm heading actually about next week. We'll have more juicy thing coming up here where I'll be more relaxed. But I mean, I just want to begin with this. You know, I'm a man of parable because I grew up having a quantified education. There's a parable that says having a dancing competition when the sun is hot in a sense, it's a very good thing. But how can a man who is barefoot come and compete with me when I'm wearing a sneakers for a long time? So that's the case with Jefferson Koji. Koji blew out something, but he blew out the bad time and I mean the worst time for himself. I mean, if you look at the invoices over there, I mean those are just invoices in fact for the the booze, I mean handcuff, the rest of the other things. And then when you look at the weapon growth rate, I mean brochure, you will be more astonished. But what will astonish you more is when you receive the invoice that almost about $500,000 worth of weapons that were bought, and then they pick from the weapon brochure. You're gonna be more astonished. But let's get to the audio. I mean, Gao has been a very nice person in terms of disseminating information about the government and Jefferson Koji over the years. I was so astonished when I saw that video surface, I think a month ago, right? I mean, that's the way last year, video, March 22nd, when Gao sent me that video. You know, I kept it and I sent it to the regulatory authorities to see how best they could retrieve the weapons because those are American weapons.
Yeah, I gotta call you out, Sheikh. Consider us because now I will ask everybody on set to ask you a question. We know you want to explain.
Yeah.
Why? How long have it been since Thomas Gao been sending you information? And why? Why you?
Well, I mean, like I said, it was through my instrumentality. Gao got over there as a city police director yesterday, and then after then, Gao felt like when he got wounded, I think he and Koji, some of Koji Malaysians had.
No, Sheikh, I will ask you that you hold on to some of those high intelligence things.
When they have misunderstanding, he got hurt where he took.
Let him answer my question, please.
Yeah, where he took 21 stitches. So it was from there he then decided. He started feeling very unsafe. So he decided to start speaking to me about issues going on. I think we have a video of that, but I mean, it's very graphic.
Can the man answer my question? You will ask your question, though. I'm begging your back. Please. There you go. I beg you. Let me.
So it has been almost a year since Thomas Gao been giving information about Koji and what's been going on at the MCC.
Do you know my last question and we'll bring the guys in? Can you tell Liberians tonight? Is that one of you he been feeding information to? Say he said over a year. Is that one of you? Or you think of other people he been giving information to?
Well, I think Gao been giving information to other people, but the most sensitive ones, I don't know whether he shared with others or not. But he been sharing some very sensitive things with me over the years, and I believe that also he's talking to people. Look, Gao is a man. I don't even know why you have to use Gao as an AD. I'm as a DA because being a DA, you need to be very sophisticated to play a DA role in national security. And Gao can be one of them because he talks a lot. You understand? So it's possible that he has learned some of the things out there.
Thank you. Let me bring in the guys to ask you a question. Now, Iremi Gray, ask your question. Azif Vatoga, please ask your question. Fadika, then Eugene Fagon will take us home. Iremi?
Sheikh, I would assume this was a vital source, to help shape strategy in terms of how to spy on this on the government, because there are so many things going on, and this is one point guard that you've lost. Point man, a point source of information. My question to you is, um, do you see any reason to withhold some of the information, given the fact that they will start going after certain people, probably that had proximity to Thomas Gow?
Well, this is the thing. That is why it's very dangerous playing the role of a double agent. Because if you do play the role of a double agent, you have to be very, very crafty and make sure that you don't have your back, losing up. Because remember, people who you are dealing with, especially when you are dealing with very professional people, the first thing is that they're going to do an evaluation of what you're giving them. That's why we say if a man comes and confesses a crime, it doesn't mean you automatically accept that he's the culprit. You must evaluate him to know that, okay, let this man give me the leads. Let he tell me how he do it. Then you do a corporate evaluation before you cannot accept him as an alleged doer of the crime. So that's the same case with you having somebody coming proposing to you that, oh, I want to speak, I want to speak. Don't just be too comfortable with him because he says he wants to speak or he wants to get information. You must be able to also have your surveillance on him and make sure that he's not playing the double role. So the issue of Thomas Gow's security, he whatsoever. The first thing Thomas Gow was supposed to understand that he have even risked our life and raised our security and raised our, credibility of other people. So I think if the government goes after Thomas Gow, it just gives credibility to the fact that they are doing some of these things, and indeed he has let out some of these very important documents about the rebellious and the criminal government that they run. So you might probably say why we kept some of this information. Look, Mr. Gray, I will tell you this for real. All I can tell you on this platform is that the war is watching, and the war knows a lot that is going on. And when we say we reserve some of this information, we don't just keep it in our computers or on our phone, because we do know that letting it out to the government not going to do anything about it because they are about everything that's going on. There are video evidence over there that people that are responsible to instill law and order, they're not doing anything. So what I can
Thank you,
tell
thank
you
you.
on this platform is that
Again,
the war is watching, Mr. Gray, and those information are with people within the war that are watching.
thank you, Alpha Dika.
Where's Bonnie Teller?
Oh, well, I
Alpha
think
Dika, please.
the best person to answer to answer the issue of value teller should be Mr. Koji because he works for Koji. I think the last time we ever had his discussion, he was a city police member, I think a patrolman for the city police. And whether he was dismissed or not, we don't know anything about it. So it is the city police indeed that will tell us where is value teller.
Alpha Dika.
My first question to you is: you guys have a treasure trove of information, a lot of them of some national security importance. My thing here is: what do you hope to achieve with those information? What about withholding them? Because I heard Stanton say that there is an investigation. You don't have to tell me who is investigating. I assume, based on the conversation yesterday, that some authority in the US is investigating. Are you withholding those information because you're trying to protect your source, or you do not want to hinder a possible investigation by the United States government?
I can say is that if any authority in the USA are carrying on an investigation, I'm not aware of which one of the authorities. But I do believe that the international community is watching. I think some of those informations were sent to the international community, and I think they are making very powerful use of them. But I'm not aware if any in the U.
You're breaking. We're not hearing you anymore.
He's muted.
Yeah. So, like I said, if any authority in the U.S. is, carrying on any investigation regarding those things, well, I'm not aware of it. I'm not in the know, and they have not contacted me. But I think some information are with
Every time they make network, it's just
Yeah,
go.
when he's on the show, folks calling, they interrupt, and but Fagon, because we have to go and we have again, I can tell you guys, it's happening. We'll, folks going to work around Tom Gow. He will appear on Spoon. But also, I want to set you guys upbeat. Next week, we'll be having a rescue 2 from Unity Party. By God's grace, next week, we are working to have rescue 2 Jeremiah Pankon, Senator of Nema County, on this show. I don't know, folks. Again, those that told me, Fadiga said we shouldn't bring in Azivar on that day. But I will still bring my man Azivar. We got to keep the balance.
So you're scared of me now that I didn't on here? Because
Yeah, we can go ahead, man. I'm sorry, that's the reason why I want to get home before we start discussing these things. The reason why we're going to hold on to a lot of other things, because when I'm on my computer, nobody will be disturbing me with call. Sometimes when they reach a certain place, they could demon in labroad that they will start calling you unnecessarily. But there are plenty of agents to, stop them from giving important information out there. But next question, Fadiga, if you don't mind.
I got one more question. That is.
Isaac, all right, 7 o'clock. Oh my God, me hell.
Seriously, I think the people are getting the Eugene on mute if you are saying something.
No, he told me to talk, but then I didn't talk.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I want Isaac to go, then you can come in, Eugene, please.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I just want to look at this big picture and what it means. We can keep doing this, but what happens? What's going to be the impact for this? Because this is vital information to national security. Okay, and they got to get to the bottom of this. What is this Thomas Gow rule? What was his initial objective? Was it for his own security when after he got 21 stitches? And I interact with your people, I get 21 stitches that nothing can order it. I will sit down with you and be involved with you. Then he got mine. It's like sometimes I don't understand what motivates people to stay in really dangerous situation where it's obvious that at any point your life could be snuffed out. So I gave him some credit for trying to get himself out, but was it getting himself out state to try to ingratiate himself in terms of him recording these conversations with other people? While he didn't realize they too were recording him, because now everybody recording everybody. So this just a general advice to people. Whatever you can say in public, don't say one-on-one to people, because at some point, if you're in a political space or in a security space, it will come out. But our people's lives are in jeopardy. We want to tell any one of these cells, somebody going rogue, and who know if they're not using the weapons already for armed robberies and other things. So there's just so much risk, so much insecurity around this. I don't want to speculate. I just hope that the authorities, along with higher authorities like the international community or somebody, can really come down strong in this thing.
I like that thing. What's the purpose of giving the information out to folks out there? Everything that have happened on Jefferson Koji watch, even the sex tape. He got a video that Jefferson Koji was having sex. It's on his phone. Why are you doing this to Jefferson Koji? I care less why you're doing it, but Liberians need to know this. If you can go as far as showing the sex tape that Jefferson Koji having sex on your phone, and I went like this when he was talking about it. Just shake, yeah, Fagon. Yep. And this board, this man, I don't know whether he tried to save the state or he just only want to destroy something, but it's out there. We have these things. Then you want to blame folks that say, oh, I get your Isha ear. What are you saying? Oh, I see this person with somebody else. Yeah, then why? You know how the story goes. But now he's speaking. Tom in his own voice speaking. I don't know what the government would do, but you are right, Isaac. You are quite correct. This is disturbing.
And at some point, I don't know if the government itself can handle this or they compromise so much that they can't handle it. If you say they're having meeting and Koji vest with a
Ava, forget about issue of government here. Ava, you know everything. You understand exactly how things going on in that country. If you think you're going to depend on government to take any action, Ava, you all be wasting
But then the only thing we're
That's the
looking at
reason.
is private
The
insurrection.
reason why some of this information are coming on public is for you guys that are stalwart in the opposition. Get to your political leader. However, you can never have a peaceful election in the absence of security. And
No,
you
you can't.
see insecurity comes like a cloud. When you come outside, you see it is visible like the cloud. So what more you waiting for? You think you're gonna have a peaceful election under these conditions?
But we have
I
whole
think it is the
senator here,
time.
Saka. We have
Let's
whole
go to
senator on here who
Psycho.
said they can't do anything. The Senate,
But
the
but reach out to the
legislature.
international partners. This is the
But
reason why
yeah,
some
but
of these informations now they are left out there. They are out there. Make use of it. Get to the look. These people you see, you got invoices where they got people number on it. They got addresses. You understand? You can call them. You can talk to them. You can send it to the international community. They can have an investigative team going after it to see how authentic it is. And I mean, these are the things we expect you to do in the opposition. You waiting for senators?
check. So this is all we're gonna do. Let's finish up with Fagon because we must leave. We must, please. Fagon.
Well, I heard a lot. When this gentleman told me that he was the one that drove Valley Tiller in the early hours of that morning up to Ganta when we were announcing that Teller was about to escape, truck cross the border, and that later on it changed. They wanted to kill him. When this fellow told me that, yes, he was the one that they instructed to turn Teller over to, what's his name? Zokwia. I knew straight where I was. And I've heard recordings. And some of those recordings will come forward. But what I want to say to people here today, this brother may have given Koji the recordings. I think so. And then what happened? Koji did not tell him that I was going to doctor it and bring Arthur Johnson to make fun. All the video they show, they play. Why couldn't they say, Fagon say we need to buy weapons, we need to go overthrow the government, we want to subvert the state? Nothing. The only thing you hear about the man today, you hear me offering help, you hear the man say he ain't got food, you hear the man say he's sleeping bareback, thing ain't high with him, he ain't got money, so complain. What do you expect us to do? And I want to be clear to all of them. If he reaches out for help, we'll give him help. And what we need him to help the country with is to tell us everything. We need to know as a people. And yes, I can say to President Weah, you went over there, you blasted at Janje Bakpe. Today he suffered a massive stroke. He's laying in the hospital.
Are you serious? A stroke, Janje
Bakpe? You think that's fun? You better call that your family. Now you go on Koji this morning. You have ruined Koji completely this morning. And that's why they call the meeting. We have those tapes from this brother Umar. We show the weapons, show the invoices. But here is where I want to end. Our police said over and over, because the man wear a shades now, you tell your dollar store shade to wear it. Let me finish, man. Yeah. You see the man wear a red pen, or you take dollar from him.
And you forget to know that the sun shining where I won't call a play need for security reason. Where I spend the sun everywhere. Yeah, I eat that anyway. If the sun that's why I'm wearing glasses. Then he always wearing glasses.
I know. I'm packing up to leave.
Ask the police people, the national police of the country. Look at the sniper weapon. Look at AR-15. Look at all these weapons. So what's the end of this investigation? What did they say? Our partners are what? Handling it. Till today, nobody know where the weapons are. But me, I know. Nobody know what happened with the investigation. But me, I know. Was that the only set of weapon? Shaq, you and I know, no. That was the tip of the iceberg. And he's on tape confessing to other weapons. Where are those weapons? Where are those weapons? Because he told us at the table, he said, I went to... And the question I wanted to ask Shaq, when we not talk about Israel, Was Obina on a trip with Koji when they went to Israel, or he went by himself?
Koji and Obina was in Israel. Koji, Obina, and Sloba, one of the city police guy also. They were three. They went to Israel. They were in Israel. Koji was there.
And as a slip also, so we want to end this show. Thank you, Sheikh Sako. And I can't wait for you to get home. We would not show all of these clips and other document till you get home. We want you to be home. We got to go ahead and tell the Liberian people the truth. These are allegations, but in the words of Tom Gallo, we will not make up stories because he's speaking. Names he called in, I'm not calling anything on anyone. But this network belongs to the Liberian people. And everything we hear from our sources will reveal it. That's why it belongs to no political group. You can say what you want to say, but I will speak only the truth. Liberian people deserve the truth. Mr. Sako, thank you. And I hope you drive safely. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Sandon. It was great being here, and I hope to, join you guys again. But let's try to, make you get the information we got. I think by next week we will be going mainly into the main issues, especially those things that the Liberian people need to know. But it's a great time being here. I will always try my best. Each time the issue of this recording, we got 30 or 30 some more. So we'll be playing the whole thing until the more ends, and trust me, I will end with this, Stanton. For me, I like parable business. They say no man dresses faster than the one who was caught cheating. But when you try to dress faster and you turn all your clothes upside down, you become a suspect. So they are there. They are the suspect because they ran to cover up quickly, and they wrote their clothes the wrong way. But trust me, my brother, nobody can close your station down. We will get the information, and the information out there will be factual. But the politicians need to wake up right now and make sure that they ensure a peaceful election.
Me, I'm waiting for Gloria Musu's card on recording.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's there. I mean, you forgot. You will hear more damaging things, about the issue of the.
And I will say this though. Fagon let go teach the people on that 3 o'clock show. He get a little tease and he run. Listen, we're gonna block everything from Fagon.
Yeah, I mean that day we have to be prepared. I mean, it's gonna be so hurtful hearing. Obina speak about how things went on and how he felt bad and how he can just take responsibility for certain things. I mean, all I can say, let's pray for Liberia, guys. But see you guys tomorrow anyway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Come out.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. Guys, want to say thank very, very much to every one of you. Eugene Fagon, a former deputy minister that was fired by President George Manawia. Al Hussein, the former CPP, by the same now, he wearing Jose Yimabwaga hat, pretending to be Jose Yimabwaga supporter.
Hey, speaking of CPP, they had accident with one of their pickup.
My man, but let's move on. But we can also say that.
So you happy? You happy?
Let's say, but let's close the show, but can we close the show? We can also say, we can also say, Fagon, please, but we can also say on the show that Fadiga received a phone call from Jose Yimabwaka. He was so happy. Eugene Fagon received a phone call for the first time from Jose Yimabwaka. He didn't pick up because he never recognized
the number. He was scared.
He didn't recognize the number. Yeah.
Y'all talking for the paper. Which one of y'all related to him? I'm his biological nephew. We from Bummy, and I play pick up a wife. That way he went to school. You're so strange. You won't put my family business.
Then why you say biological again? You said the man went pick up web there. Just work that rock. Web loaded rock for you. Web loaded rock. Pick up rock.
I can't stand two of you, but
no. They make it change the definition of words. Say when biological means.
What biological means?
My man, when I go to English school, yeah, but you start that to my new boss for you, but we ain't going to English school, yeah, but
we keep correcting that.
We want to say this. We want to say this real quick. It is important for Liberians. It is important for Liberians to know that everything in these recordings and videos and files, those documents, we will share it with you. Okay? We didn't ask for it. We've been keeping some of these documents because we're trying to protect the source. Fadika, you are right. We're trying to protect the young man.
So Kev Hassan accused the opposition on his show that the arms were for the opposition.
Let's start reading what the people say, man. Start reading what the people say. But at the end of the day, now we know where the arms coming from.
But let's share the fun. The puppy did the arms were for the opposition. No, he didn't want product.
Y'all be talking, a woman was shut down the radio station. So let me talk to my people in Liberia. I will talk to my people.
Hold on. My man, there's 6,000 people watching live. This radio station that probably 50,000 in Liberia. When they're going to bid it, other 6,000 people stay enjoy the last minute lecture.
So, Madam Titi Kana, thank you for giving us the time. I want to say thanks to everybody that joined us. Join us again tomorrow. Dr. Richardson and Salamatu couldn't be here because, you know, they are very engaged. Right? We'll look to see them next week.
If not, they will take it.
Our brother Leo got an assignment. If you stop saying Leo, he got an assignment and he traveled. Okay, so I got to get this news because some of you asking for Leo. He got an assignment.
You are just scared to begin.
No, hold on now. We got to tell the people the truth. He got an assignment and he traveled. So therefore, whenever it's okay, he will come and join us. It's about his family. It's about his work. We cannot allow Spoon to supersede.
If you get right away from people,
I want to say, you always ask about Wosi. Semetua or Wosi money. And Semetua told Wosi, if I see you on Spoon, the government will not pay that money. So Wosi check up. Wosi ran away. I'm giving you that information. Semetua told Wosi, I see you on Spoon. If you continue on that show, your consultant fee, what we get for you, let me get my story back.
Moses is not here. I'm not like that man is brave enough. No.
Let me get my story back. And you cannot Iremi, I just stand on. So the master will see. We get money for you, your consultant fee. What's he say? What about money? The master will close your SAM TV down and your radio station down if you don't get us spoke. What's he called me? What's he says CEO? I say, yeah, we'll see. He said, I beg you, my man. Let me get my mouth first. Then we'll come. You think someone to like better? Someone to give me the clean. Someone to give me the peanut money. That's why you see what's he on the show. Right now, what's he driving truck? Let's check Sakir. The man on the road for 2 weeks. I said, what's he? The man wife called me and complained, said, can you tell Wosi to do domestic travel? Wosi said, no, you want to do international because you know the truck get a bedroom in the back. Okay? So whatsoever happen. But Wosi, I just had to say, man, you know I'm messing with you. We want to say thank you, guys. Our country needs this kind of jokes when necessary. But on a serious note also, we have to talk about the issue. If you get your story out there, and you want to save Liberia, reach out to Spoon. We will say it. I can guarantee you. Every ministry and agency, if you know something wrong is going on, tell us. We will beg for money. If you need help, we'll help you. We'll look around, call our friends and beg. But we will give the people the information necessary because it's needed. It's a new day in the country. We need to do these things. We are not bribing anyone. We are not extorting anyone, but we want to be very flexible with information. And if you want your secret kept, we'll keep your name. If you want to expose yourself, it's up to you. If we meet again tomorrow, let God bless you, yeah? Let God keep you. We look forward to have Rescue 2 tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, next week. Jeremiah Kwankun, he will be on Spoon Talk. He must appear on Spoon Talk first to tell the Liberian people how you intend to work along with Jose Yimabwaka. And also we asking if we can be blessed to speak to Rescue 1 thereafter. You are muted, Isaac.
I think I got some questions on our bio.
If you continue throwing jab, Isaac, that day you will get sick, you will not appear. You better be careful.
Bio means life. Logical means sense. So anything.
No. Hold on.
My man.
No.
Let me finish.
No. They're using man.
I beg you, let me finish.
It's logic, not logical. Logic is study of.
Listen.
Of life. So biological means relating to life.
Your mother dictionary.
Yeah.
I got it right here. I work at Tiro School.
Yes, you can see.
Yeah.
The new CEO is in my ear. We got to leave from here 6:30, 10:30 Liberia time. Don't mind the guys and they're home. The children. You got to go home. So I want to say to everybody, thank you. I'm going to leave, but Eugene will make everybody close. Whatever argument they get in, do not apply it to
No,
Spoon.
I'm closing.
Okay?
I got graduation tomorrow. You know that.
Whatsoever
You can see
argument,
always going across the road right from the street.
whatsoever
So you ain't
argument
gotta
is
worry.
trying to get through, y'all
Now,
do
now
not.
Tutu, I will soon take it. Let him take
Let
it
me
close.
pay. I will see we take it. Guys, have a pleasant good night. My
All
daughter
right.
my daughter graduating tomorrow from the East
Congrats to your daughter.
State.
We want to say congrats to your daughter, Eugene.
Well, I read graduation season, yo. May
Yeah.
26th,
Well, my
I'm going to roll out and my daughter graduated from Brown.
So let's take it one at a time. Now, Eugene, your daughter graduating from which university?
East Tennessee State University.
What's her major? What did she do?
Public health.
Public health. It's needed, especially due to COVID. We want to say thank you very much. You're a good father. Congrats to you. And we know that you're very proud of your daughter. May God bless you. Say to Isaac, who graduating from your end?
My daughter Nyla is graduating from an Ivy League institution, Brown University, with a degree in public policy. And it's exciting. That's the last one. Well, my other son graduated in December from Michigan State University. So when you see me different form now, you know I gotta pay school fee again.
Stop. And
just so that people know, 1 year,
but congrats to you.
$77,000 for 1 year.
But I want to say congrats to you, Ava. It's a good thing. We are proud of you. You're a proud father. Let's go to E. Remy. Who from your end graduating, E. Remy?
Well, my last will be leaving high school, and that's the other one. I mean, that's about her. The other ones, one is halfway through, and of course, I got two gallant men in the Marines. They're deployed in various parts of the world. So
wow.
That's
Yeah, you know what?
My other daughter in college there, she's Air Force. So
wow, thank you very much,
Irami. I heard they say two in Liberia. What they doing?
Thanks for your contribution. We want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Fadika, you have anybody from your end getting out?
Well, my daughter graduated yesterday. Actually, with a badge, she got her bachelor's, and she's doing great, and we're just happy for her. That's all.
And I want to say, Fadika, thank you for all your effort, all your great work. I have my daughter. Listen, my man, not everybody have the time. I have two. One is graduating on the 14th, and another one graduating on the 27th. I have two beautiful girls here in the United States. It was a long journey, but one is our first daughter here in the United States. She will be getting out on the 27th. Nice. All right. From, I'm not going to call the state or the cottage for security reason, but that's a beautiful school. My second daughter, she's also graduating as well. She's doing medicine, so she's going to continue for another 4 years. All right, from a beautiful, beautiful state.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy that we can live to see this moment. I'm so happy. And I got my son that Jefferson talked about. He's in Europe in school, and he started a year now, and he's moving strong. I want to say this. We have to invest in our children, and we have to be proud. Through it all, they will be our blessing tomorrow. It was a hard way for them. Imagine driving to school, coming home, living on campus. One of the building, man, we had to climb like the three level, toting all the big stuff, you know, when you're a freshman. But thank God that this month, I was looking at my daughter yesterday, both of them on my birthday. I was so overjoyed. I was happy because they will be able to go out there to work, to earn their own living. And everyone here today will sit down and say, yes, we have done it, and we give God the glory. I'm also happy that I and my wife and my family can be the blessing to James Goodell Flomo, who is doing extremely well in school in Europe. Tap into somebody's life and take them as your own, and God will bless you. Now we're standing. My last daughter is in Liberia. She's getting out of high school. Beautiful young lady, and we're so happy for her. God have done something wonderful in our life. Say what you want to say about Eugene. He kept on calling me
Why you
Stanton,
look at me for see your player?
Stanton. My man, God bless us. I'm happy. I'm so happy. My nephew, they are all leaving. I will sit down one day and say, I don't need to work no more. And I will be full of joy. It's a good thing. Tell somebody in Liberia, education is life. God is well. May God bless us. May God keep us. And congratulations to all those that are graduating. We want to say God bless them and God will find a job for them here. But we hope they can go back to Liberia to contribute.
Go on.
What are you going for? We hope they can go back to
No.
Liberia.
Let me just add one thing, Franco. Let me just add one thing. Over the last 25 to 30 years, I've noticed the Liberian women in America, whether the ones that came, whether the ones that were born here, they are way more progressive than the men. The men need to step up seriously.
That's true.
You know, the guys maybe that a good time or the hustle can fill their eyes. But the girls are doing great. So to all of you who have daughters,
life, that's what they like.
all of you who got daughters and have been able to get them to be successful, I must commend you. The young ladies are doing great. The women are doing great. We just need the men and the young boys to catch up with them and to do as well as
Isaac, though, you say that thing, I must tell you this, though. You know that the school fee is crazy.
Big time.
Imagine I got two different colleges. You know how much we were, and one of my daughter were paying by term, and the other one by semester. You know it's crazy. It only God help us through, man. But you will explain your story someday.
Yeah, someday we'll talk about it.
I want to say thank you. Have a good night, James. Thank you very much. Yakazi, thank you very much. Thanks to the Spoon Network. Till we meet again. May God bless you all.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
So Al is gone. Why everybody gone, man? I had my question, but they will not allow me to answer it. Good day. I had my question about Thomas Gow, but I'll reserve it for the next time we meet. Because that guy has lost my confidence. He doesn't look credible. Thank you so much, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so folks, that's it. Join the team tomorrow when they be back here with another edition of the Spoon Talk. I'm Yekezi Zobel bidding you a pleasant goodbye from Odious Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. Goodbye. Good night, James.